Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mo, people. Eric Ten Hag is safe and I think he's cooking something for Manchester United. Manchester United looked absolutely phenomenal in the first half yesterday. Of course, we'll talk about this Kobbie Mainoo, a star in the making. A star in the making for real. I was wrong about him. He's absolutely phenomenal. Maybe the difference is the position he played. But also Arsenal must-win game against Liverpool. How do Arsenal fans feel about going and playing Liverpool at the Emirates when Liverpool are on a high? Arsenal won back-to-back games. Is it the make or break for Arsenal? Do they have to win? I think we'll know about this. But people, if you're watching this on the replay, hit that like button. If you're here with us and you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button for us, please. Brilliant show coming up with you. Will be joining us in a second, of course. But I'm going to start with how is everybody feeling this Friday morning? AFCON is here, good games. And how's everybody feeling, people?
We're here, yeah? We're here. Everybody, yeah? If you're still not in the AFCON, yeah? Halas, yeah? We're still here. That's all I'm saying. Halas, please, respect. Respect, my friend. So, yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm looking forward to Angola, Nigeria. You know what I mean? But
you aren't looking for Arsenal, Liverpool?
Nah, what's there to look for?
Taking your chance to get back in the title.
No, I'm in a good mood. Please don't ruin my
mood. Bro. It's really it's a chance. If you win against Liverpool, you're back in the title race, bro.
Okay, back in the title race. Still short in terms of players.
Yeah, but you might win it. Liverpool didn't sign anyone.
We was in this position last season. Did we win it? And we had 8 points. We was 8 points.
No, you didn't.
Well then. So what's the difference?
So
you might win it.
Please. On Arsenal, please.
Let's talk about Man United. How are you, Staffy?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Alhamdulillah. Jum'ah Mubarak to everyone. LB, there's not enough money to super chat me off the stream, but thank you for being here anyways. Make sure you do drop a like on the video for Mo and support his channel. And yeah, Mo, listen, my season for quite a few weeks right now.
£100, and I think it's not. I think £100.
You know, if it's £200, I might do it for Mo.
It's worth your time, bro. If I give you half of it, I think you'll be happy. You go get lunch.
If they give you a percentage, and then you can take the rest, pay off your car payment for the month or something. So LB, maybe that's a price for it.
But big up LB.
Big up LB. But yeah, when it comes to United, listen, man, I approach games differently than a lot of the United fans nowadays. Because I know as a club and as a team, I've known actually for a while where we are, and I know that our season is really like there's not much to look forward to. There's not much that we're playing for. We're not in a lot of competitions anyways that we can win. We're only in 2 of them, and realistically, we can only win 1 of them, which is the FA Cup. And I'm just looking for other goals and objectives. And most of these objectives are some of the players that we have, certain performances, certain signings, where there's people coming in or coming out of the team. So that's how I'm approaching the team. The 3 points don't mean much to me, but the performance from the likes of Mainoo and Lissandro are the stuff that stand out for me. That's the only way I approach games nowadays.
Okay. So let's be real here, right? Let's be real. Eric Ten Hag coached a very, very good half, the first half. Very good half. That means, and he said before, and I'm just quoting the media, I'm playing devil's advocate. He literally said before, wait until I have everyone before you can judge this team. And now, like yesterday, was the best lineup he has. He had everybody back, and look how you played.
He had the same lineup against Newport County.
Really? With Lissandro?
Yeah. So who did we miss? Yes, he did. The only one that was missing was Rashford. You're telling me you need Rashford to play good football against Newport County, the 16th place in League One. See what I'm saying here, Mo? This is why you got to be very careful when you talk around me, because I'm not like
he literally said that. You know that. He literally said, wait for the lineup. Wait for my best lineup to judge my team.
Okay, so if every manager said that in the league, how long we would have to wait? Because Spurs didn't have a full lineup all season. Have they played better than us this season? Yes, they have.
They did, yes.
Chelsea, look where they are right now. Do their fans sit there and say, oh, wait till all our injuries are back? No, they're not.
Yeah.
They're already sitting there and saying some of the players are not good enough or the manager's not good enough. Same thing as Liverpool. Liverpool just smacked Chelsea 4. That was Mohamed Salah on the pitch. Was Trent on the pitch? Did they have the strongest lineup? No, they didn't. and they smacked them. How long has been De Bruyne and Haaland out of City this season? And they're sitting what, second place right now? Still in all competitions? Come on. I don't buy into this excuse, Mo.
But he played well the first half away at Wolves. Okay, so what do you
we're first
want?
half FC right now, Mo.
But better than no half FC.
Okay, I understand
better
that.
than no half FC.
No, I hear that.
Well,
and
like,
this is why
I'm being honest here.
No, it's fine. I hear you. This is why, if you want to ask me objectively what I thought about the game, the first half was good.
But we'll come to the game and all the stuff. But because everybody knows that Man United played very well the first half, right?
I agree with you, yeah. But
do you think this is a good sign or not a good sign? Should you give him a chance or not give him a chance?
A chance because he played one half.
So maybe he can continue play another half. I'm being seriously, wallahi, I'm genuinely serious.
You know why this
I'm asking you seriously. So I'm asking you to respond to the people that say he played a good half, give him time.
This is nonsense. And I'll tell you why. Because you just said we'll get into the game, okay? You can't give this statement. I'll tell you what, if someone didn't watch this game right now, people were sitting in the comments and they have no idea what United did. They're gonna be like, oh, if they played a good half, why is he not giving him a chance? Because when we get to the second half, I have a list of everything that he did wrong that almost cost us the game. Let's not sit here and pretend that wasn't a 1-1, sorry, not a 1-1, a 3-3, where we almost left with 1 point after giving up another lead from a winning position up by 2 goals, where we had to get saved by an individual goal. That goal that Kobbie Mainoo scored in the last minute, that wasn't a team played goal. There was no pattern of play there. There was no tactics there. It was just one player dribbling past 3 players and scoring a goal. So would we really be having this conversation if it wasn't for Mainoo's individual brilliance? No, we wouldn't.
No, we wouldn't. We would have said, congratulations, you fucked up, you screwed up. Yeah, we would have.
So why are we using just the first half to judge, Mo?
Because we haven't seen Man United play that well, though.
Okay, so why didn't we sustain it? Because I've seen us play
a lot this
season.
That I don't know. Like, I can't answer this.
Okay, so if you don't know, why would I give him a chance to turn it around? If he prove, I'll tell you what I know. I know that we don't control games. Because I'll tell you what, if we ignore this game and go look at the game before it, what happened against Newport? We were up 2-0, and then what happened? They scored 2 goals. Now that's a League One side. Why is a League One side scoring 2 goals in the second half and tying up with us? Because that's the same thing that happened with Wolves a few days after. That's a consistent pattern. And that was with our best team, bar Rashford. Now, as I said earlier, I don't think you need Rashford to beat Newport County. Because Rashford isn't a style of play anyways. So he doesn't really contribute in the way that we build up on all that stuff.
Yes.
Yesterday, the manager's decisions made us worse. And this is where I have an issue with this manager. When the manager's bringing on, do we move into the game already so I can speak about that?
Yeah, you can talk about the game, of course.
Okay, brilliant first half. What happens in the second half? We can see the penalty that I think was bullshit, so I'm not going to hold that against him. I don't think we should have ever been 2-1. He starts making changes. What are the first 2 changes he makes, Mo? He takes out a Rashford, who was having a good game, and brings on Anthony. Puts Anthony on the left, and then he kills the outlet that we had on that left-hand side. Takes out Casemiro, and brings on McTominay. Now, because McTominay scored a goal after closing his eyes and just heading the ball into the ground, people want to say, oh, he had a good game. Okay, that was a lucky goal. Well, let's just pretend that he had a good game. Okay? Why, after these changes, did we not control the game? How did we make defensive changes and concede 2 goals? Because he brought on 2 center-backs and brought on a DM, and you conceded 2 goals.
Very good point, honestly.
Omari Forson comes on while Ahmad is on the bench. Now, who has better ball retention? Ahmad has better ball retention. So why are you not bringing him on? Oh, another reason why he wants to bring on these type of players, because they're athletes. So you're taking off all your players that are composed and good on the ball, and you just left a bunch of athletes on the pitch. And what happens? You concede 2 goals. Not to even mention, why are we conceding from a corner in the 93rd minute when we're up 3-2? You bring on Jenny Evans and Maguire, and instead of having them on the halfway line while we have a corner, you put them in the box. And then they have to chase back the defender by, like, I don't know, 70 yards or what. Why is Johnny Evans chasing down Neto or whoever it is that had the ball at that time for about 70 yards? Where are the tactics here? And then, as I said, last minute, Mainoo picks up the ball. By the way, Mainoo, who's a 6/8, not even an attacker, picks up the ball, dribbles a player, then nutmegs the other one, then gets off the third one and puts it far post, and I'm supposed to sit here and say Ten Hag in. This is the issue that I have, and I don't even have an issue with you. This is the issue that I have with this fan base. It took me a year to beat Ten Hag out. Okay, so why does it every time he pick up a result, not even 90 minutes, just the result, everyone's like, "Are you Ten Hag in now?" Was I Ten Hag out after one game? No, I wasn't. So why would I be Ten Hag in after one game? It took me a while to reach where I'm at because I've seen enough. So what's 45 minutes going to do for me versus, I don't know, about 6-7 months where I decided, you know what, this is enough time for me to say that this manager's not good enough and there's no future under him.
Listen, so you want Ten Hag out today, like now, which I think
I want Ten Hag out yesterday.
I think it's very complicated.
Why is it
because
complicated?
you're linked with Mourinho, right? Who else would you get? And now in the season, do you think anybody comes in and saves the season now?
What is save the season? Because I think the season.
Yeah, what does that mean? Save the season? Make top 4? Make top 6?
I don't think we can make top 4. No,
Do you think
with
we can
or without
make
this
European?
manager. No. So here's the thing. This manager right now is full
I
out with
actually
too
am
many
not convinced
players.
about Ten Hag, right?
I know
but
you're not.
If he is gonna play good football, like because last season I was all right with Ten Hag. I'm like, yeah, you had very, very good first half of the season. All right, it's not the perfect one, it's not the best, but I was all right with him. I'm not a Man United fan, and I thought this season he's gonna improve. He didn't improve, right? But if we're gonna give him a couple more games and he improves, I think at that time he proved people wrong.
I'm sorry. When you say prove this wrong how? Because the objective in the beginning of the season was to compete. So if you prove us wrong from the point that we're in right now, let's say he gets top 4. I don't think he will. Let's say he gets top 4.
Yeah.
Was that the objective in the beginning of the season, Mo? No, it wasn't.
No.
What is he gonna prove me wrong on? You already got bounced out of the Champions League. You finished last in your group. You already got bounced out of the League Cup. And we're just riding our luck right now with the draws in the FA Cup. So the objectives are, as of today, if we set objectives on February 2nd, 2024, and you say, you know what, these are the new objectives, reach the FA Cup final and try to get top 4. If this is your objective as of today, and he succeeded at that, then that's decent. However, when you go back to the objectives at the end of the season, these weren't the objectives. This is not what I was told.
Yeah,
Here's
you
the
were
thing,
supposed
Mo.
to challenge for the league.
Exactly, but this is the thing, Mo. I don't forget these things. This fan base forgets. They have such a short-term memory, bro. They're like goldfish. They just forgot what happened like 5 seconds ago. I don't, bro. When I sat there in the summer and they told me to stop being negative, we're in Europe. We're about to compete for the league. We improved the midfield. We improved the bench. We improved the attack. And when I look at our season and we've gotten worse, technically we still regressed from where we are, then I'm holding them accountable to these words. Go back to what they were saying in the summer and you'll understand. Because in the summer, they were moving a lot different. Now, because they've seen how bad their manager is and they've seen how bad the signings have been, they changed the goalpost. And now if the manager meets the new objectives to them, oh, look, he had a good season. No, he didn't. He had a good season for where we are right now. If you improve, it's so easy. How hard is it to improve from being, 8th? It's so easy to improve. How, bro, we're sitting mid-table. Of course, if you finish the season in top 4, from where we are right now, it looks like it was a good season. But that's not the season I was promised in the beginning. When I said the team is not good enough to compete, now they're saying the same thing I'm saying, but give him time. You wasn't telling me give him time in the summer. You was telling me stop being negative in the summer. Not you. I'm talking about the fan base.
Yeah.
So nothing for me changes because I've always been very realistic with where we at. So when people come at me right now and say, look, oh, you're always miserable, you're always angry, I'm not. I'm just holding you guys accountable to your words. If you never said that to me and we were all aligned on where we at a club, we would have all been in this together. Listen, this manager needs 1 more year. He needs X, Y, Z. We're going to finish around this or that. I'll be like, okay, if you guys truly believe in that, then yes, I understand where we're at right now. And I might just be on your boat with you. But no, that's not what they told me. So no, and I'll tell you one more thing. The only way for me to actually be Ten Hag in again is if he actually wins the league. That's how much. Yeah, that's the only way I would ever go back on Ten Hag because I truly believe he'll never win us the league. That's the only way for him to prove me wrong, bro. I think he will never win as the league. He's not good enough as a coach, let alone a manager, because his man management is shit.
I actually don't think any
It's-
coach in the world can win the league other than no coach in the world can win the league with this team.
I agree, but I'm not saying this year, obviously. I'm saying in general. The only
Mm.
way for
Oh,
me
yeah.
to ever beat Ten Hag again is if he one day wins the league, because I
Yes.
don't think he's good enough. And that's just me being realistic. I understand that this manager does not have the tactical ability, let alone the man management, to win a league title. So why would I waste my time investing in this manager? He's proven to me time and time again that he's not a good manager. He's falling out with players. He's applying the wrong tactics. His in-game management is shit. So there's so much, he doesn't even know how to talk to his players, bro. He's
Yeah.
falling out with youngsters. Isaac Hansen getting sold to Werder Bremen. Ahmad wants to go to Sunderland. Zidane Iqbal, we saw when he left in the summer. What's his name? Elanga scored against us and he was dancing. You know what? Even Hannibal, who said he was going to give him minutes, he left and went to Sevilla. You know why, bro? Because he can't even communicate with his players. His youngsters themselves are falling out with him. Because in a season where they see the season is going to shit, they can't even get minutes. And he's coming out and saying stuff like, oh, like, I'm going to give this player minutes. He's very important to me, X, Y, Z. And then he's not playing him.
Yeah,
How is
he's
Amad Diallo
gonna
sitting on the
play-
bench to Amari Forson? Does anyone know?
But
here,
Amari
here
Forson
know
was
anything?
the goal, to be honest with you. But anyway, like I
That's
know
not
what
the
he
point,
does.
Mo. How are you, Amad Diallo, getting a loan blocked?
Because
But then
maybe
he can't
Amad
even get
Diallo
minutes.
isn't as good as what you guys say.
No, I think he's a good. Okay, is he good enough
Maybe-
to play against
I don't
against
know.
Newport,
I
Mo?
don't, no,
Newport.
But he didn't play anybody else. Did he play the Forson guy?
But that's not the point, Mo. The point is, if I say, Mo, I'm gonna give you minutes, and then against the worst opposition we
No,
can go up against
I
in the
agree with you. He
season,
speaks
you
out-
don't get minutes.
I know that.
And
He
by the
speaks
way,
out
Mo,
of
let's
that.
not act like he didn't go to the championship last year and actually do well. So he showed if you put him in a team and he gets a lot more volley.
A lot of players do well in the championship, but I'm not
Not-
in the
not in
training
our
ground.
team.
I'm not in the training ground. But anyway, listen, people, there's over 200 people here, and we aren't even on 100 likes. So hit that like button, people. I want to get to Northside's point on this Ten Hag thing. And before that, people in the chat, I want everybody to tell me, should Ten Hag get a chance or not? It's a yes or no question. No life stories, as Sam says, just a yes or no. Should Ten Hag stay until the end of the season? Yes or no? Should he stay until the end of the season? Go ahead, Northside. Like one yesterday, Ten Hag. Yes, he said the job was saved, but if you sack him now, what's the objective? I don't know. Talk to me about this Ten Hag thing.
No, I completely agree with everything Staffy said. I think he's completely spot on. I think he has valid reasons to feel the way that he feels. I don't think it's good enough. How can you be 2-0 up and then you're holding on and waiting for Kobbie Mainoo to score a goal? And that goal, Kobbie Mainoo created that for himself. Let's keep it real. It wasn't because of phases of play or things that Ten Hag has worked on. He created that by himself, took on the player, made space in the box and slotted it. Honestly, that's not good enough. How can you be 2-0 up and then you're conceding 3 goals? Casemiro giving away a pen. Defend fullbacks out of position, getting hit on the counter attack. Come on, bro. That's not good enough, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's right what Staffy's saying. How can you sustain playing 45 minutes, bro? That's not sustainable. We know football, bro. It's not sustainable. You can't just play for 45 minutes. The game is 90 minutes. You know what I mean? And not saying that, every half you need to be scoring loads and loads of goals, but you need to at least control the game. At least control the game. You're in a controlling situation and 2-0 up. That's not good enough, bro. Come on, let's keep it real. You know what I mean? I don't think it's good enough. I really don't think it's good enough. And I've seen this before with football fans. One result and all of a sudden everything's fixed. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because what you can take from more is patterns of play, consistency, game management, and the way you're playing for 90 minutes. That is something that you can look at and say, okay, that is something I can see consistently getting us results, consistently getting us points. When you're seeing individual performances and a smash and grab, that's not something you can replicate every game. Against better opposition, you're not coming back. They're scoring 3. Bro, come on. It's not good enough. Defending like that against a better opposition, a Man United getting back into the game, a Man United winning that last minute. Is that a way of football that they can sustain a run to get in a position that they should be?
What if they improve, if they build on that first half?
Yeah, but the first half also needs to be replicated in the second half.
Yeah, it does.
So and then we saw
I think he actually panicked.
But they almost scored it in the second half, didn't they? And that just goes to show.
He literally panicked, I think, in my opinion.
Come on, bro. Like it's not good enough. Like you're saying, okay, if they replicate the first half, but if they replicate the second half, They almost bottled it against Wolves. Wolves, bro.
Wolves won against Man City, so
Come on.
put some
I don't
respect
care.
on Wolves.
So what? So what? So what? What does that mean? Does that make them a
Wolves won against Spurs.
Bro,
Wolves haven't lost a game at home.
Bro,
So now we rate Spurs. Is that what you're doing, Mo?
Against Man City.
We're doing Wolves proper now.
No, you're Man City. To be honest, the way he controlled Wolves in the first half, everybody thought that you would lose. And I'm not defending Ten Hag. I think he should get sacked for a couple more reasons. 3 weeks ago, a month ago, Bournemouth lose at home 3-0 in the tunnel. People should say goodbye to you, and he should be sacked. I don't know, yeah. But yesterday's performance, at least in the first half, I think like I'm confused now. And I'm genuinely, I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm not just asking questions. I'm confused now. If he can replicate that, right? If he can replicate that week in, week out, that's a very good side.
But he can't even replicate his form.
I'm sorry, Mo.
I'm confused now. I'm seriously. I can't make up my mind.
I'm confused by what you're saying. Because you're saying to replicate it. If he couldn't replicate it in 2 halves, why would I expect him to replicate it in multiple games? Because it was the same game yesterday, and he couldn't replicate it in the second half. And that's easier to say. Bro, the only difference was a 15-minute break. Now imagine when we go a week later. Well, it's not a week. We play on Sunday. But we go Sunday. How can I, as a United fan, go into this game on Sunday against West Ham and be like, you know what? You seen that way we play against Wolves in that first half. Can't wait to watch that again because we're gonna do it against.
Who you playing this Sunday?
West Ham.
At home?
Yeah, because we played them already.
Yeah, it's gonna be a completely different game because they're not gonna leave you spaces to play.
Well, you don't know that, and I love that you said that because Wolves left the spaces. How many times this season, Mo, did we play against Goodwell against teams?
Yeah, but
Wolves
don't respect Manchester United. That's why they left spaces.
But that's the same thing Aston Villa did.
West Ham won't do that.
But you don't. Okay, I understand you're saying that because we probably know how David Moyes sets up.
Yeah, exactly. It's not because of Man United. It's because of West Ham. It has nothing to do with you. It's all about West Ham. It's not
exactly,
about
but that's not my point. Now I get what you're saying, but just pretend that we're not playing David Moyes on Sunday. Just it's another game. You don't know who we're playing. Okay,
right.
There's no evidence that this United team is going to go and replicate that against the next opposition, which is my point.
There is no
because there's been zero consistency. Exactly.
Yes.
There's been zero consistency. We've had good results this season, and we've had, I wouldn't say good games, but there's games where we did what we did yesterday, which is play good in one half and play shit in the second half. We seen it in the first time, was in the second game against Spurs. When the first half ended 0-0, everyone was like, wow, United should have been up 2-3-0. But we kept missing our chances. Second half, what happened? Spurs dominated us. We played an amazing game against Chelsea at Old Trafford. And what happened the next game? I don't even remember what the next game is, but I promise you, if I check right now, it wasn't a good performance. The only reason I'm saying that is because we have never put back-to-back good performance this season. And every United fan knows that. They might try to clinch on to little things just to save Ten Hag. And if that's what you want to do, I don't care. You're a Ten Hag simp. I'm just saying there's no one that can come to me right now with concrete evidence and be like, look at this run of games. We played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row, and we dominated 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no one that can do that, bro. It hasn't been once this season where we had back-to-back performances where we liked it. Excuse me. That's just the reality that we're at right now. So it's going to take way more than just 45 minutes of football for me to be like, yay, yes, Ten Hag is the man.
By the way, I'm not asking you to get behind the troops. I'm not.
I don't think you are.
I'm not asking you at all.
There's a bunch of dweebs in this fan base that are already doing that. I'll never be one of them.
I'm actually not. I'm going to get Will's opinion. Welcome, Will.
Big up, Will.
New studio. It's not a studio.
Yeah, new hotel room. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you? Did you see that the game yesterday, Man United? Completely 2 different halves from Man United.
No.
Very good first half, and the second half you were driving. Anyway, there's a lot of people now that are saying Ten Hag gained because of that first half, and a lot of people that are saying give the man a chance and stuff like this. So, do you think he should be given a chance?
I mean, isn't this the story of this entire season, right?
Thank you.
One decent performance, and then everybody's like, okay, he gets another chance, and then 5 or 6 horrible performances, and then 1 good one, and then 5 or 6 horrible ones, and then 1. It's literally what they've been doing all season. So
yeah.
No, if you're a Man United fan and you want him out, this doesn't change anything for that. I'm not a Man United fan, so I personally don't have an opinion on Ten Hag, whether he should leave or whether he should stay. But if you're somebody like Staffy who has an opinion, this isn't a game changer for that. Right? This performance, regardless of how good it was, shouldn't change, 6 months of mediocrity? No. Why should
Yeah, it's very mediocre, to be honest. The season is absolutely atrocious for Manchester United. Yeah, I see what you're saying. The objective was to challenge for the league, and now the objective is just to make Conference League or Europa League. I think that's atrocious. I think that's garbage.
But why would that change anything? Like, why does one performance change
Conference
anything
League.
for anyone?
Oh my god.
You're literally, the objective is for them to play Conference League. It's fucking amazing.
Bro, if that happens, bro, listen, Northside, you're gonna have to give me some Portuguese teams because I'm going on loan there. I'm going on loan to the
Benfica, man.
Portuguese.
Come, Benfica. Come on, bro.
Benfica, what are they called? The Dragons, or is that Porto?
Yeah, man. Nah, they're the Dragons, man. We're the Eagles, man. We fly the Eagle around. You know what I mean? Give
Yeah.
everyone a
Benfica, the
shot. We ain't
Eagles,
got
I will-
dogs,
I
we
will
got
be
Eagles,
there,
bro. And that Eagles won 38 titles, bro. 2 Champions Leagues, 25 cups. You know what I mean? Don't worry, man. We ain't got a dog like win at Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? Come to Benfica, bro. You know what I mean? And you're not labeled toxic and negative in Portugal when you call it out. So excellent. You ain't got idiot fans that cry. I saw someone saying, "Oh, you got to give Ten Hag," in the comments. "Oh, you got to give Ten Hag his flowers." What? Because he won 1 game. These maricas da merda. Over 1 game, give him his flowers. Whatever, man. Whatever.
Watch this comment. Watch this comment. Staffy, I want you to read this comment. Just
I
read
don't know
this
if
comment.
anyone noticed the embrace between Casemiro and Ten Hag after the 3rd goal. The harmony is good. The negativity is for clicks. Grow up.
Look
Okay,
at this.
bro. Hugs FC. Okay, that's the new one now. We're Hugs FC. Mesh. All right, bro. I did
the
see
Hag-
it,
Next thing you know, Ten Hag's going to be buying a comfort dog.
but I wouldn't be surprised at this point. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know what that does for me. All right, Casemiro gave him a hug or whatever when we scored a goal. Okay. What did that prevent us from conceding 2 more goals? This is what I'm trying to understand. But I saw, by the way, I like that. People who think I want to sit here and see my team lose, go watch my watch-alongs. I don't. I watch that, and unfortunately, the fan in me still gets happy when we score goals. I know it won't lead on to anything. But here's the thing. I can stay level-headed enough to know that won't lead to anything. Okay? It's like, this is Ten Hag right now. Ten Hag is the type of, it's like being in a relationship. Your girl cheats on you multiple times, but because she bought you dinner, you're supposed to forgive her. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that, bro? Because he gave me one good half a foot, because he gave Casemiro a hug. Okay, yeah, now the squad harmony is back because he gave him a fucking hug. Bro, I don't care about the harmony. I care about the tactics that he applied on the pitch. Casemiro giving hugs on the bench didn't prevent us from conceding 2 goals. So why should I care about that? By the way, when people come, I feel like some of these people who just speak to me when I come here, they don't actually watch my content. This is why I don't want to address them too much. I never sat there and, by the way, said that these players are not playing for him. I don't think the players understand what he's trying to do. Because clearly you can see the players trying, but they're shit. And they don't do it well enough. So I feel like there's a fair line between wanting to play for the manager, but actually understanding what the tactics on the pitch are. Hugs on the bench is not a tactic. When Evans comes on, Maguire comes on, McTominay comes on, we can see 2 goals. I want to talk about the tactics. I want to talk about the tactical switches. What happened there for us to concede goals? Hugs won't lead us to winning anything. If you want hugs, go to Arsenal. They have a dog over there. You can pet him and hug him all you want. But we don't do hugs over here. I didn't watch Sir Alex give hugs on the bench when we were winning leagues. So I couldn't give a shit about Hugs FC right now. I want to talk about tactics. I want to talk projections. Hugs don't lead on to projections. So I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. I just can't subscribe to Hugs FC. But this is a new one. Thank you for the hug. The hug comment, whoever sent it.
Listen, it's a good segue to Arsenal. To be honest, just want to talk about Arsenal a little bit because of their winning streak now. Studio Hooks, big up my man for support the channel. No, when did anger start? Northside, what's your story?
Wait till I reach 10K. When I do my 10K live stream, you'll know then. I know all you guys that cry, you'll probably be in there. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. When I reach 10K, you know what I mean? Then you'll know. Thank you for the super chat.
Big up everybody that joined us.
I'll be in the chat when that happens.
Over 260 of you here, and we aren't even still on 100 likes. I don't know how. So the like button is underneath your live chat. Northside, you're going against Liverpool. A lot of people saying you have good momentum, Arsenal. And I actually want to start with Will, not you, Northside. Just get the rival. Arsenal on a high note, winning 2 games, Will, in a row. Liverpool, yes, won against Chelsea, but they're playing at home. Arsenal. Do you believe they can win this game against Liverpool?
No.
What? Why not? No. So this is it.
We're talking what, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest? Like,
You did ask him a yes or no question, Mo, so you can't be
Well,
mad at him when he replies.
mid-
with a yes
a
or
Tell me why at least.
a mid to low end Crystal Palace with none of their attacking threat. Nottingham Forest, who should basically, let's be honest, is relegation fodder. What team shouldn't be expected to beat those 2 teams? So just like with Ten Hag, why should these 2 games don't change? Like, seriously, if anything, if they had lost either of these 2 games, you'd have been like, yeah, they're done. Season's over, right? Pack it up, go home. Like, did you guys watch? Like, I watched a lot of shows over the last couple of days on replay, stuff like that, because I had a 16-hour drive up here to Massachusetts. And so I watched people say, I watched the Football Terrace with you and Saba over there on Terry's channel. And he said, if Liverpool come in here and they completely dominate, then maybe I'll say that they're favorites. Well, guess what? Liverpool dominated in their game on the weekend. There's literally, if Arsenal get a result, I think if Arsenal even get a draw out of this game, their fan base should be happy.
Bro, if they get a draw out of this game, I don't think they have a chance of winning the league. I think it's over.
Well, I never thought that they had a chance of winning the league. So
No, but realistically,
but it's not about you right now, Will. And I'm sorry.
Realistically, if they win and they're 2 points behind Liverpool and 3 points behind Man City, if they win their game in hand, at that point they won against City and they won against Liverpool. I'm not gonna sit here and assume that. Well, you probably are proving me wrong. I don't think Arsenal will win against Liverpool, but I think playing at home will give them a little bit of an edge because they are at home. This is
sure it gives everybody playing at home.
Yeah, playing at home for everybody
Town.
gives you an edge. Look at how Wolves yesterday 2-0 down. If this was away, they would have been out and done. Arsenal playing at home, it gives them a lot. It gives them a slight edge, I believe so.
Yeah, but even Luton Town has a.
Why are you shaking your head?
When they play at home, but they're.
I'm talking to you.
I just don't think that they're going to be.
Go ahead, Will. You aren't. Okay, hold on.
What?
I don't think Arsenal will win against Liverpool, but I'm not ruling them out completely. Anything, and it's not because anything can happen in football.
We're talking about likelihoods, right? When people ask these questions over here, you're saying
yes,
that
of course,
no chance.
Likelihood.
There's a chance,
but it's not a slim chance. Like it's not. It's like so. This is not a black or white thing. Like, okay, if you ask me tomorrow, for example, if Liverpool tomorrow are playing Nottingham Forest, right? I would tell you, yeah, Liverpool are winning the game, right? And if Nottingham Forest win, it's an upset. I don't believe if Arsenal win the game against Liverpool, it's a surprise at all. It's not a chance. They have a good chance of winning the game. This is by the way, this is my opinion. I'm not saying that should be your opinion at all. Your opinion is your opinion. It's just my opinion. I don't see it happening because I see the game as a draw. I see that both teams canceling each other. That's how I see it. And I see that the end of the Arsenal title hopes at that time. This is how I see this going. But if Arsenal win and prove me wrong, I'll sit here and say, yeah, you proved me wrong.
Yeah, I'll be shocked.
Shocked. Like actually surprised.
Actually surprised. Yes.
Wow.
I don't know what he's saying. Wow, Mo. I actually don't know.
Staffy, do you think what I'm saying is wild? Like, is like
what is it that's wild?
Like, I'm saying that I think the game is gonna be a draw, but if Arsenal have a good chance of winning the game because they play at home, and Arsenal aren't a shit team, right? Yeah, Liverpool in a high, but Arsenal also 2 games in a row winning, even against lower opposition, right? But they won 2 games in a row. They go at home. Let me just finish because Staffy, and I think they have a good chance of winning the game. Equal to Liverpool. I didn't say that I see Liverpool winning the game. I see Liverpool getting a result. I see a draw. That means I'm seeing equal 50-50 game, in my opinion. If Arsenal win that game, and they proved everybody wrong, we have to respect that and say, yeah, you're 2 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool play Man City still. Arsenal play Man City at the Etihad. It's in their hand. They can do it.
Let me ask you a question, Mo. Would you be shocked if Liverpool won away to Aston Villa?
Not really. Not shocked. Not shocked. Yeah. No.
Would you be shocked if Aston Villa won at home against Liverpool?
No, I wouldn't.
So that's the level that I see Arsenal.
See, yeah, you see Arsenal as Aston Villa level.
Yeah.
I don't know why you see Arsenal at Aston Villa level.
Well, Aston Villa was literally higher than Arsenal on the table, like last week.
I think Aston Villa have better players than Arsenal.
And I think they have the same quality of players as Arsenal.
Okay. Wow. All right then. I
don't know what you want me to say. By that logic, are they better than you guys? Are they better than Spurs because they were above you?
Aston Villa? No.
Okay, what the fuck?
Aston Villa doesn't have a Son Heung-min. Aston Villa doesn't have a James Maddison.
I wouldn't go as far as to say Arsenal on the same level as Aston Villa. And you said because they were higher than Arsenal, but they were higher than Spurs. So by that logic, they're better than you lot. By your own logic.
Right, but I'm talking about the level of player. Like Leon Bailey, I think he's a good player.
No, I don't even think even level of player. I still feel like player for player, we're better than them. I think Unai Emery's doing very, very well with the players that they've got. The players that they've got and the squad that they've got isn't that great. So, yeah, for all the Arsenal fans that think I'm toxic and negative, you know what I'm saying? I don't think we're on the level of Aston Villa. I think we're above that. So I have to agree with that.
Northside exposed. He's defending Arsenal. Exposed.
What do you mean? It's his club. What is that?
Listen, I don't. Listen, it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Listen.
But I mean, Barbakai Saka, who do you have on your squad that's better than whoever starts for Aston Villa?
Declan Rice is better than anyone else they got
in their midfield.
Both our centre backs are better than their centre backs.
See, I would say I don't know about that personally, but
hold on, what?
What are you talking about? You're raving about Van der Ven, which is a good player, but both of our centre backs.
Van der Ven's not better than both of their centre backs.
But a lot of your fan base gas up Van der Ven. Listen, I don't want to start defending.
Can we not go into a comparison between players between Aston Villa and Arsenal?
Hmm? I don't really get that.
Why? I'm enjoying this.
All right, I would take Saliba and Gabriel over. I would take Van de Ven over Gabriel, but I would take Gabriel. I would take Saliba over Romero, and I would take Van de Ven over Gabriel. That's the both sides. I wouldn't take any of Longley. I wouldn't take Konza. I wouldn't take Carlos. I wouldn't take these guys, to be honest. I wouldn't. Left back.
I don't even think that Declan Rice is that much better than like Douglas Luiz, right?
I agree with that. Douglas Luiz is very good. He's a very, very good player.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't.
But Declan Rice has been the most consistent player in the midfield this season, probably in the whole league. Huh?
Declan Rice and Partey are better than Douglas.
Forget even better. Declan Rice has been the most consistent midfielder in the league, probably consistent. Yeah. Like every game he goes to the game, you know exactly what you're getting from Declan Rice. And sometimes he has brilliant moments. He's a very steady guy in the games. He does exactly
Aston Villa's got a better squad than Arsenal. I'm sorry. I can't agree with that. Can we move? Are we moving on to the Nottingham Forest game?
Oh, well, you want to talk about the Nottingham Forest game before you talk about Liverpool? Oh, go ahead. Be my guest.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Be my guest.
Because you were saying that we're on a good run and everything, but for me, I think
it's better than losing. You have to agree with that. It's better than losing.
It's better than losing, but at the same time, winning games unconvincingly, eventually is going to come back to sting you. So for me, nothing's been improved. The way we're playing football is still trash. At the start of the season, we said this new controlled system, is going to allow us to win the league. Bro, it's unconvinced. I'm not convinced. Against Nottingham Forest, it took us 70 minutes to break them down and score a goal. That's not good enough. That ain't good enough.
But they were freaking defending with the whole team behind.
No, we wasn't.
I thought you were too. I thought you were too slow. I thought you were too slow.
Ah, cool. Yeah. First of all, we wasn't defending. That's a load of rubbish. The first half, we were playing down the left-hand side. Zinchenko kept receiving the ball next to Smith Rowe. And instead of going towards the edge of the box to put in that final pass, he kept passing it to Martinelli, who didn't want to take on his man, and kept passing it backwards and sideways. And we kept going down the left-hand side. And we were literally, they were the team. Nottingham Forest were the team. But 2 banks of 4, and we were unable to break them down. Surprise, surprise. I've been saying this for how long with this manager? It ain't good enough. And the style of football that we played against Nottingham Forest was the style of football that Top Gooners told me at phase 1. Oh, we're playing this style of football because he needs all the players that he needs to revamp the squad, and he needs his players. So why are we playing the same brand of football we played in phase 1 in phase 4? That's not convincing. It ain't convincing. Everyone had a stinker. Everyone played trash. And to be honest, the goal came. The goal for, I think it was the Saka, I think it was the Saka goal. It came from us hitting them on the counter attack. Why didn't we play counter attack in the first place? They had 2 banks of 4. We have no target man. Nobody was putting the ball through the eye of the needle. Emil Smith Rowe was trash, absolutely rubbish. Odegaard, the same old, playing 1-2s off Saka. They had 2 banks of 4. They had like 10 man in the box. You're not going to get through, are you? So why don't we change it up? But we never change it up. Yeah. And then at the end, we hit them on the counter. Bro, it's rubbish, bro. I don't care what no one's telling me. The football that I'm seeing is rubbish. Phase 4, £640 million spent against Nottingham Forest. And then we're holding on. And then I remember when Top Gunners, Saliba and Gabriel, look what they did against Haaland. Bro, we made Awani look like Mark Henry in the WWE, bro. Did you see how he got his goal? Just barged Saliba off the ball. Bro, that's pathetic, bro. Pathetic. Do you know, bro? I've seen Rice here. Rice has been, bro, his form has been Uma Pukaria. Bro, he got absolutely duppied by Eze against Crystal Palace, and he was trash against Nottingham Forest. You know what I mean? But these guys, they want to overhype it. Zinchenko, our creative spark. What did he do? What did he do all game? Martinelli did nothing. None of these players are evolving. None of these players are working on the weaknesses. The style of play is stinky. Like, let's keep it real. Against Liverpool, are we able, to have no penetration, just passing the ball backwards, sideways, and wait to the 70th minute to put Liverpool to the sword? No, we won't. So it's not sustainable, is it? And this is the thing, Mo, when you're talking about, but you won, but how did you win? That is the importance, because the way that you win, can you sustain that? Can you replicate that against opposition? That's not a sustainable way of winning, in my opinion, the same way as Ten Hag. So what are we talking about? You know what I mean? It's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. But you know what? With this fan base, because Jesus got a goal, because Saka got a goal, it's an amazing performance. No, it wasn't. It was a trash performance. Do you know how many goals? Jesus, do you know? Odegaard put it on the plate.
Played well. You cannot say that Jesus.
No, he was rubbish. Well. He was rubbish. You know why?
Jesus was bad.
Odegaard, I'll explain to you. Odegaard gave it to him on a plate in the box. The guy's taking a second touch. He's through on goal. All you have to do is place it. You've already beat the defenders. Odegaard gives it to you on a plate. The guy's taking a second touch and smacks it off the post. Bro, this guy is not cold enough in front of goal. Saka, how many shots were blocked? It weren't good enough. Odegaard couldn't find pockets of space. The same old 1-2 we played into Nottingham Forest's hands. Yeah, they were just naive that when they had a corner, they played a high line and then we attacked them. But I've always said that front three, when they have space, they'll put you to the sword. But what happened before that? When you don't give them space, there's no answers. There is no answers when you play a low block successfully against Arsenal. And this is what I'm saying. It ain't good enough. It ain't good enough. Do you know what I mean? Zinchenko.
Okay, Liverpool will play a high line.
Huh?
Liverpool will play a high line.
Liverpool play a high line. Yeah, but their fullbacks can actually get back into position. So at the end of the day, if Martinelli and Saka, when they play up against fullbacks that can keep up with them in terms of pace, they've got no more answers. Saka will look to Odegaard. If Odegaard's getting pressed in the game, which he will against Liverpool, because they're the best at pressing, he's going to be out of the game, which means Saka can't beat his man. If Martinelli has space, once you cut out that space and the fullback gets back into position, he doesn't know what else to do. And we saw that in the first half against Nottingham Forest. He just passes it backwards, sideways. So many times also on counter-attacks, we're passing it back. Saka on a counter-attack.
Yeah, I saw that. Martinelli literally stopped the counter-attack 3-on-3 and passed it back. And I wrote this in my notes. But to be honest, the positive thing is I thought Gabriel Jesus played very, very well. The way he could. Okay. And I saw this game why he is needed. I thought he played very well. Zinchenko played well as well, inverting, connecting the passes. I thought he played well, creating angles. I'm sorry. Some aspects were good. Martinelli wasn't great. I thought Declan Rice, there was no need to have Declan Rice on the pitch this game particularly because there was nothing against him. But listen, this game wasn't all negative. There are some negative stuff about him, but I don't think it was all negative like this. To be honest,
What
the
have we
fact that at the
improved
end you broke them down with a
What have we
quick
improved on? What have we improved on? You know, at the start of the season,
Jesus played better than before, just to be honest.
Jesus played well last season. That wasn't good enough to get us over the line. While Jesus played, you could say decent. The rest of the team dropped stinkers, bro. It's not sustainable. The start of the transfer window. What were Arsenal fans saying? We need a striker. Have we addressed that? We need to improve the way we play football. Is that good enough?
But I don't think you need that.
17 minutes.
I don't think you need a striker to start.
Bro, we need multiple things. For us to
You need
win
an
the league, bro.
option as a striker, and I don't know why they didn't sign one in the window.
Okay. End of the season, I'll be here. I've been telling you, and I will continue to keep telling you, this is not going to lead to anything. And if Arsenal fans are celebrating top 4, yeah, I'll keep the same energy, bro. Staffy said it as, bro, I keep the same energy with Arsenal fans. Start of the season, what was the prediction by Arsenal fans? To win a major honor. So don't move the goalpost. Qualifying again for Champions League ain't good enough. They told me we are ready to win major honors. They told me Champions League qualification, we can get world-class players. Name me a world-class player at Arsenal. Tell me a competition for a major honor that we're favorites. Because that's what they were saying at the start of the season. So at the end of the day, bro, I don't really care, bro. They're telling me, oh, we're 2 points off. Really? Really? We're 2 points off. Bro,
you aren't. You have to win against Liverpool to be 2 points off.
Okay, but we had an 8-point cushion this time last year. Did we win the league? So
No,
what gives us this confidence that with 2 points behind, we're going to win the league? Make that make sense.
You aren't 2 points behind, actually. You aren't. You're assuming that you will win against Liverpool. Let me do these guys, and then we'll Elias, thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate you, Elias. Thank you so much. Studio Hooks is saying, subscribe to aid reaching 10K, bro. Truly curious. Don't want fellow gunners angry. It is my responsibility to assist. Don't be upset by questions. Studio Hooks is a good guy, man. Always there. Always the support.
Hey, listen, he subscribed to Northside, so he can't be angry at him. He's actually doing with what he's supposed to do, unlike the Arsenal players.
He's helping
I don't think Northside will be
owner.
angry at him. Yeah. So I don't think
Northside isn't angry with questions. You just different views, to be honest, than majority.
No, because you know what it is, Mo. When they're wrong, when they're proven wrong at the end of the season, yeah, all these foolish stuff that are talking rubbish, the ones that are talking rubbish in the chat, do you think they're gonna apologize? Do you know what it'll be? Oh, but nobody.
Why do you want them to apologize?
Nah, these foolish stuff, yeah, that's why they hide their real name, they hide their face, because when it all crashes down, yeah, they're never made accountable for the pucaria that they say in the chat. So this is why I don't care about them. You know what I'm saying? If they really had chest, yeah, come talk to me at the end of the season, because I got it wrong. I got it right last season. I didn't hear the apologies. Yeah, when I get it right again this season, they'll go missing.
Bro, his face is on the profile. He's not talking about Studio Hooks in particular.
No, I'm talking about the people.
No, he's not talking about him.
Rubbish,
he's not talking about him.
I don't need to. Bro, man said Northside just wants to prove people wrong. I've been proving you man wrong for 20 years. What are you talking about? I've been saying this ain't good enough for 20 years, and I've been right. So what do I need to prove?
You know why he's right, Mo?
This process is good enough. I'm
why
not the
he's right? Why he's right, Staffy?
No, I'll tell you why, bro. Because the same thing happens with me, and I'll tell you something. There was one person in the chat that I didn't want to address earlier because I don't address the free seats. You gotta pay up like people like Studio Hooks to get attention around here. He kept saying in the chat, "Are you gonna apologize to Rashford? Are you gonna apologize?"
Hold on. Can we stop here? Please stop. I'm sorry. The people that support the channel, donate to the channel, I appreciate them. Also, the viewers, I appreciate them. If someone is disrespectful, that's completely different.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you want to disrespect me, at least pay.
Nobody here is disrespectful. I'm just being honest.
No, I'm not saying that. But
if someone is disrespectful, it doesn't matter if they pay money or don't pay money. I'm not accepting this on my channel. But I just want to make this clear. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. I'm just saying if you're going to send a hate comment. But he kept saying, he kept saying, are you going to apologize to Rashford? Are you going to apologize to Rashford? Are you going to apologize to Rashford?
Someone on your channel?
Rashford... right now, earlier, like when we started.
Really here?
Yeah. And here's the thing. Rashford has been shit all season. He has 1 goal at Old Trafford this season in the league. Okay? He scores 1 goal yesterday, and I'm supposed to come out with an apology. But hold on a second. When I say certain players are not good enough, or the manager's not good enough, and these things come into fruition, and we're not in top 4, we're not competing for the league, we're out of the Champions League, we're out of the cup, did I get any apologies? Because these are the same people that sit in our comments, and Northside said they don't have a real name, they don't have a real picture, and they just sit here and talk shit. So did they come with apologies? No, they don't. So why am I meant to apologize for something for once when it goes against what I say? Plus, by the way, for him saying, are you going to apologize to Rashford? Go to my channel or go to Said's channel when I spoke about Rashford and hear what I said about him. When I was asked about Rashford and the whole incident, I didn't go against him. Everyone knows, everyone called me a Sancho simp and all that stuff. I was one of the few people who didn't use that example to back Sancho and be like, oh, well, he got rid of Sancho, he needs to get rid of Rashford. So these people sit here and they lie too much about what we say, and they like to disrespect us when we say something, but when we get it right, they never apologize. So do we collect receipts like they collect receipts or not? Because I see this all the time.
But
How come we can't do it
I'm
back?
sorry, you guys are in front of the camera.
Well, exactly. So we have more power to say stuff, and we put ourselves at more risk than them. That's what. There's one of us, and there's hundreds of them.
You guys really think the viewers should apologize to you?
No.
Well, they tell us to apologize to players. They tell us
Exactly.
to apologize to the manager. They apologize to apologize to fans that we're toxic and negative to. So by their own standard, they should apologize when they get their predictions wrong. What's wrong with them typing an apology? They're quick to type abuse or quick to type rubbish. So why can't you type an apology? Explain to me. Because the standard is made by them. Oh, you're toxic. It's because of you. Well, hold on. Last season, I got it right. Season before that, I got it right. Yeah? So I'm going off of receipts. I've been right. They're the ones that have been wrong. They're telling me I should trust the process. Oh, it's better to be chased than to chase than to be chased. Were they saying this when we were 8 points clear? No, they didn't. So they're the ones that move the goalposts. I don't move the goalposts in the way that I see football. I don't move it. I always say, if you prove me wrong, prove me wrong. But I've continued to be proven right because the things I needed to be addressed have not been addressed. I wanted the style of play to get better. It has not. I wanted the bench to be stronger. It has not. I wanted players that are at this club to be developed when they're selling me on this Project Youth. Marquinhos is out on loan. Lokonga's out on loan. Flipping Fabi Vieira has not been developed. ESR has not been developed. Reece Nelson's not been developed. These are all youthful players. Why are they not being developed? And the ones that are in the starting lineup, why is the weaknesses in their games after all these years with this manager? Why are they not evolving? Why is Jesus not being a better goal scorer? Why is Saka not able to take on his man? Why is Martinelli only effective in space? Why is Odegaard only able to play when he's not being pressed in the midfield? Why is Zinchenko unable to defend? Why is Ben White now this season no longer overlapping and supporting Saka? But they can't answer me that because the only times they want to cuss these players when they leave. They're now laughing at Turner at Nottingham Forest. Hold on, you Filusta Puta. When he was at this club and I told you this bum ain't good enough, you man, just get behind him. If Arteta wants him, I want him. But now that he's dropping stinkers for Nottingham Forest, oh yeah, oh he's trash. Oh, he's trash. Well, your manager brought him to this league. Yeah, we got rid of Runnison. Oh, the club's coming up. Thank you for everything you did. What did that Filusta Puta do for this club? About thank you for everything you done for the club. What are you talking about? So let them, because these guys, yeah, they want to be talking rubbish. Cool, I'm here. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they gas it up, yeah?
But no one is talking rubbish.
Arsenal fans, yeah, they always want to gas up that this manager's incredible. If you get rid of him, who are you going to get? We've got the best youngsters in football, yeah? We've got Arteta is amazing at developing young players. Cool, you've got these high standards for this team and this manager and this project, yeah? When I tell you he better win the league, why did they get defensive? Why don't they, if they believe so much in this project, yeah, that they get very defensive about when I talk about it, they should be saying, yeah, I love this manager. Yeah, we should win the league. Because remember at the start of the season, only Arsenal are in the title race. That's what they said. When we won the Carabao Cup, we bridged the gap with Man City. Cool, so we should win it then. We should win it then. Because they gas it up. But then when you put big boy standards on these Arsenal fans, they don't want the standards, bro. They don't want the standards. They like the fact that
some Arsenal fans. Not
the majority.
Not everyone. So let's just put it this way.
No, the majority are like that. Yeah, because they gas up the process. Well, the process is supposed to bang by what? Winning a major honor. So I'm expecting a major honor. But the ones that support this system or whatever you want to call it, yeah. Oh no, VAR. Oh no, the pundits are against us. Oh no, Klopp flooded the pitch. Oh no, but FFP, this and that, bro. The excuses are running dry. If you really believe in this manager, they should have the same expectation as me. If he's the best looking Spaniard we know and the best manager that we can get out there, He's the best manager at doing what? Winning. Surely it's about winning trophies. So if you love this process so much, why don't we win a trophy then? Why is it negative to expect this team to deliver? Do you know why? Because they're scared to get clowned on WhatsApp or on Instagram or on Twitter. That's what they are. They always want an excuse, bro. That's what it is. They're happy that we didn't get a striker because the excuse will be, oh, but we didn't have a striker. There was no quality in the market. Arsenal fans always want an excuse.
Can you answer this? So people understand what you're talking about. Let me just do this super chat and then there is a question. Big up Mo on the panel. Well, bro, long time no see you. Elias. Yeah, thank you, Elias, for super chat.
You must not watch Mo's channel very often.
Well, it's always here.
Everywhere. Yeah,
it's always here. But listen, Studio Hooks is asking a question. Are Arsenal closer to winning a trophy than when they were last 5 years ago?
No.
It's a genuine question.
No. We still have a bench that we need to sell, rip up contracts or sell. We still have a manager that is unable to get the best out of this team. We still haven't addressed a lot of players in this team. Yeah. So why? We're in the same position we was even 4 years ago. A bench that ain't good enough, a team that cannot compete or be favorites to win a major honor. And now we've got a worse manager because 5 years ago we had a better manager. So what's going on? Well, even when we was in the decline under Wenger, we still won the FA Cup. We no longer win the FA Cup. We used to play the best football in this league. We no longer play the best looking football in this league. So even those two things that we used to have in our decline, we no longer have. So what are we talking about? What has changed here? And even the recruitment under Wenger, he unearthed Nasri, Fabregas, Adebayor, Clichy, all these players, Haleb, Rosicky, yeah. And he had the restraint of paying off a stadium. This manager is able to spend money as he wants, backed with whatever decision he wants. Yeah. Look at our player development. Look at us the way we're scouting players. We bought Trusty that went out on loan to Birmingham. Marquinhos, yeah, that's out on loan. Lokonga, Zinchenko, Nuntavaj. We've kept Reece Nelson. We've got Jorginho. Is this good enough? Is this good enough? Compared to what we used to get under Wenger. Look at the players that we developed under Wenger. Van Persie. Who knew about Van Persie before he come to Arsenal? And look at the players that we've got now. Well, while we're spending more money, and people are telling me, what, we're better off. Get out of here, man. Não venha falar porcaria, yeah? Não me foda a cabeça. Because I was born in 2004.
People, there's over 300 people here. Ashraf, JJ, thank you so much for the big donation. W is in the chat from my guy, JJ. Saying big up Mo, Staffy, and the two lads, Northside and Will. As much as I appreciate the guy's passion for Arsenal to be at the top, the over negativity is way too much. League Gunner rants, even when we win, it gives me a headache. I actually thank you, JJ, for the super chat. Really appreciate the support, and I know a lot of people feel like this about Northside and Lee, and sometimes Dan Potts is called negative nowadays. Bilal is called negative. I know. And listen, people, I just want to tell the people in the chat something, right? Northside has been on this channel from day one when I started this channel. Arsenal losing, he's here. Arsenal win, he's here. So the people that commented on my last video, in my last reaction, and said you only bring Northside and Arsenal lose, Northside is here when Arsenal won 2 games. So that's number one. And I don't control what Northside think. I disagree with him, right? We met in real life and we argued a lot about the football and how he views football. In my opinion, I think all Arsenal fans are wrong, including Northside and including the positive Arsenal fans. Because I actually just realized with the new contract talk, and hear this out, people, to understand where I'm coming from. I actually think that Northside is wrong, and the majority of Arsenal fans are wrong. The club has a different direction than what all of you think. Everyone, Northside, Lee, you disagree with that, it's up to you. That's completely up to you, and it's your right. But I think the club is happy with Arteta. The club wanted to build a young squad. He did. He did build a young squad, because a lot of people say, remove this manager, get a new manager. There are some very, very good players in this team that a new manager might be able to win with them. And the club are happy with them. When the club hired Arteta, they knew exactly what they're going to do, by the way. They knew exactly that, listen, this is a new manager, a novice, someone who doesn't have experience, and we want to build a youth project. So he is gonna work with young players. If they hired an experienced manager, he was gonna say, "No, I need this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy," and it would not have been a youth project. Arsenal wants a youth project. They got a youth project. The problem is Northside, for example, since I know Northside now for a year or more than a year now, and he's saying this manager wasn't good enough from day one. It's not now. Lee said, and he has videos about this, 4 years ago or 5 years ago, said this guy isn't good to coach Arsenal. I want the Ancelottis. Well, some Arsenal fans get behind Arteta and say, yeah, he's good to win. It doesn't look like he's good to win today. It doesn't look like he's good to win today.
And what
But-
am I wrong about? Because I never disagreed with everything you just said. I never said that the club's vision is to get an experienced manager.
Oh, so
to
you
win out.
agree that the club's vision isn't to win?
Yeah,
is to
and that is
build.
what I'm against.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you there. The club don't want to win. The
Because
club
I
don't,
thought
and they,
that
they
I
sell
thought
it to
that
the
I
fans
thought
like
that.
they
Sorry,
want
give
to.
me 1 second. Because what I saw that you say is that you think the club are deluded and think that Arteta is the guy now.
No, I think this club.
But I know that the
exactly
club.
what they're doing. I
So
think
every time he speaks in a press conference, I can sense and I can tell that he knows that there is no pressure on him to win the league. That it's all about building a young squad. I think so.
But
Yeah,
isn't
but
that the
I
issue to
never
begin
denied
with, Mo? Isn't that
Yeah,
the issue to begin with?
The issue is people believe that this is no Arsenal hired Arteta to win the major honors now. I'm like, no, you hired Arteta to work with Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, all these young guys, and to work with them to build the squad. Is he the guy to get them over the line? I actually don't know. I
He's
don't know.
not.
Doesn't
He's
it
not.
doesn't
Let-
look like
the
it
thing.
doesn't look like it.
He's
It's
not.
as simple as that.
He's not. But I never disagreed with what you just said, Mo. I
All
never
right
disagreed
then.
with that.
Okay.
Is
I
Will- is
just
Will
don't like
sleeping?
the fact that the
Is Will
fans get
sleeping?
behind
Oh,
that.
Will is here.
Listen, I don't like the fact that the
Sorry, Will. It's too much ranting here.
No, people sent comments saying we'll wake up. and I
Will
thought he's
wake
sleeping.
up.
I'm having an argument with somebody.
It's all right. It's all right.
No, but I never said, bro. The club know exactly what they're doing, yeah, and they will give the bare minimum, yeah, and sell the project the best way that they can. And the fans, the majority of this fan base, falls for it. This manager ain't good enough. They know that. Their target as a ownership, for me, I think it's just about getting top 4. That's all it was. If Wenger was still getting top 4, they would have kept Wenger. Because they would have worked on the sentiment of the fan base. Oh, look what he done for us in the past. He's getting top 4. Oh, this, that. It's because he was drifting away from getting top 4, is why they get rid of him. And now they got a man that can get them back into top 4 and then run this youth project. Because when the players are youthful, what is the excuse? You see it in the Arsenal fan base. Give it time. They will come good. And then it lowers the expectation, which means that they can continue giving you the bare minimum while they raise ticket prices, while the prices for food at the Emirates goes up, while everything, the merch, they're dropping 3-4 bits of different merch every season, and the fans lap it up and they're doing the bare minimum. And the ownership hide behind, it's Project Youth. It's a youthful team. We've got a dog, we've got young players, we've got a young manager. Give it time, give it time, give it time. And that's what they're doing, bro. They're trying to maximize profit while lowering the bar of expectation. And it is what it is.
Let me
You know
do a
what I
couple of
mean?
these super chats because they before Elvis Deli saying big up Northside. Big up. Thank you for the support. Appreciate the super chat. Will wake up. Elvis is saying Deli. Here you go. He's awake, people. He's awake. He's awake. Martin here with a question. Why are we questioning the manager before a big game in the title race? Question for you, Northside.
I'm questioning the manager because in 4 years, he's taken us back to where we was when he first got the team. With a whole bench that's ineffective in every aspect, to score a goal, to control a game, to put a low block. The bench is completely rubbish. Yeah. The style of play, we have regressed from last season. The man management is still poor. We're still looking to players like Nketiah that has failed for multiple seasons to save us when we're losing a game. And that is why I'm on the manager, because he's been given the time that you wanted, the money that you wanted, the backing that you wanted, the decision-making that you wanted in getting Aubameyang out, getting
But don't you
Ozil
think
out.
the timing is off when there is a crucial game in the weekend?
Why is the timing off? Everyone was behind. The majority of Arsenal fans last season, when we were 8 points clear, the majority of this fan base was behind this team to go and win. Did we win? Because everyone was positive. Scott, do you think the players are sitting there watching Northside LDN before they go out on the pitch? Like, come on, shut up, man. You know what I mean? Like, let's not talk rubbish. Bro.
No, I actually think
They
that
don't
the
know who
players-
the hell I am. Do you know what I'm
Yeah, but-
saying? So why does it matter what my opinion is? Everyone was positive last season. Then why didn't we get over the line if that's all it takes? Because you know why? People like me, Staffy, Will, I'm assuming as well, we get held to a higher standard than the ownership that are actually running and making decisions for our football clubs. They will rather stick it on the fan base and say you're negative instead of actually sticking it on Edu and saying, why didn't you get me a striker? Arteta, why did you spend that money on a new goalkeeper and Havertz instead of getting a striker? If you knew you were told you're close to FFP. But it's easier to come at Northside, isn't it? So whatever, innit? Whatever way they want to do
But, I mean,
it. at the
how
end of the
did
day-
how did your winter transfer window go? By the way, did you guys end up signing anybody?
Zilch.
No.
He signed Zilch.
I was told that you guys were going to sign like a striker. Like I thought Ivan Toney was coming, and
No, we're waiting till the summer, like we did with Modric, and then he went to Chelsea. Like we did with Rafinha, he went to Barcelona. Like we did with Alexander Isak, and then he went to Newcastle. So we've seen this story before. We're waiting to the summer. Oh yeah, wait till the summer when everyone's revamping their team, and Arsenal don't do well in bidding wars. Well done, well done. I'm supposed to get behind this. Well done. It doesn't make no sense, bro.
And, like, I don't know
you
if
know
this
what I
Swedish
hate about
midfielder's any
that?
good, but this is the second player that we've hijacked from a big club this winter, so that's fun.
I was gonna say on that point, you know what I really hated when Arsenal fans said that. I heard a lot of them, and I'm not gonna name names because everyone knows them. But they were like, "I'd rather wait until the summer, so we can get." So instead of settling, let's say for a Benzema or someone who's like just here for a couple months, they're like, "Oh, let's wait till the summer so we can get someone who's gonna fit our team for the next 3-4 years." And I'm like, hold up here a second. You have a chance to win the league right now. Why are you worried about what's gonna happen in the next 3-4 years? What if Saliba's not here in the next 3-4 years? What if Odegaard and Rice are not here in the next 3-4 years? What if Saka leaves your club in the next 3-4 years? Why are you so fixated about the future and you're forgetting about where you're at right now? You're in the moment. A lot of you guys are saying we're in the title race. So I don't want you. Why don't you solidify that and try to win the league right now? Now, if there's FFP reasons why you can't sign players, that's a different convo. And I'm not going to get into that so much because I don't know the truth behind that. So I'm just going to talk about the logic itself. When I see big Arsenal content creators coming out and saying, let's wait until the summer because I'd rather sign a younger striker who's going to be here for the next 3-4 years. Well, what if you don't compete for the league in the next 3-4 years? What if this is your last chance? You don't know that. You actually don't know if you're going to be in the title race again. Because I tell you what, if you would have told Northside in 2004, it's going to be your last league in the next 20 years, he would have laughed at you. He'd have been like, oh, there's no way. We're going invincible. There's no way we're not going to win a league for the next 20 years. And look at him now. So why are you fixated on the next 4 years when you've had 20 years of no league? And
Like,
this is
what
the
are you gonna
closest
do?
you've gotten.
Staffy's right. Like, what are you going to do if like Real Madrid comes in for Bukayo Saka? I don't think they will, but let's say they did, right? Jude's over there and he's telling like, you got to bring my boy Bukayo over here, right? What are you going to do then, Arsenal, if Saka leaves? Because if Saka leaves,
This is their future.
Bro, I hope
Exactly.
I hope we do what your club ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? Your club got rid of Kane and banked all their chips on Richarlison. That's never been a clinical goal scorer. That to me ain't good recruitment. That to me ain't showing
100%.
ambition. You know what I'm saying? Your club's going out there spending 50 mil on Johnson ain't good enough. The player's not good enough. He's not of the level. Then getting another stopgap player in Werner. So listen, as much as you come for my team, I hope you hold that same energy over there at
I
Tottenham.
do.
You guys are screaming you got your Tottenham back and your ownership didn't even replace Kane. Your ownership, yeah, I've been doing the bare minimum. Your ownership were scouting Tadibo and went and got Dragusin, and you guys are hoping and praying he comes good. Because if he doesn't come good, he's going to be at your club for the next 4 or 5 years. Do you know what I mean? Just like on Ndombele. So I keep the same energy all round.
yeah,
All
I'm not
saying
upset
is
about the
this,
Greg
yeah,
Grusin signing. I don't think it's a bad one. I don't necessarily think it's a good one either. Like I said, he's a 5 out of 5.
well, you got to get it right. You got to get it right, because if you don't get it right, you're stuck with him for how many years? You know what I mean? There's a lot of signings that you've got good in recent times. There's a lot of them that ain't been good enough. You know what I mean? Like Royale. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, your club ain't one of them clubs that are like Man City that you can spend money on a player, and if it doesn't work out, we'll just replace him. So you better make sure that the recruitment is right.
But
And
we
for me-
replace them because we don't spend a whole lot of money on them in the first place, right?
and that's
the point.
the problem.
Can we do the
You guys
before
are
we go?
screaming you got your Tottenham back, when they
I
ain't even proven anything. Like,
guys,
what? Because you got good
before we go to Spurs, I
Yeah.
need to just finish
Come on,
these
bro.
couple of super chats. Varel here said, Mo, you need someone else who is a fan of what the club is doing and bring some balance to some of the nonsense Northside is taking. Number one, Northside isn't saying nonsense. It's his opinion, and he's entitled to his opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. I appreciate the super chat. And number two, if you watch this channel enough, I can name the variety of Arsenal fan banes that come here. Saad, right? Brandon, Giuseppe. Who else do we have here? I have a lot. Bilal. I got plenty of Arsenal fans
Nabi,
here.
Cunha.
Kunle, Canabi, who are behind the project. If I apologize for this, but to be honest with you, if I bring only positive fans, I get called out. Or not positive. If I get people that only are behind the project, I get Martin, the one that sent the super chat. This Martin is here on the channel, and he was on a panel with Northside before, right? I get called, oh, Mo, you only get the people that simp for Arteta. And when Northside is here with me every week, they look, Mo, why do you bring negative people?
Oh, see, this is what we
It's
said earlier, Mo.
ridiculous, bro. And I'm like, I don't know what to do.
You know what? This is what we said earlier. They never come back and apologize. So are you going to collect your receipt the next time you have Sad there?
I don't want him to apologize, but I just want to
know
realize.
That's the joke, Mo. That's what we're trying to say. When
but
you have someone positive, he's not going to send a super chat to say, oh, thank you for bringing him instead of Northside. He's only going to send it when Northside is here.
I swear
That's
to God,
the point we were trying to make
I got about 3-4 comments last week because after the win, the stream was good and everything, right? And people said, yo, you only bring Northside when we lose then. I'm like, what is this? What do you want me to do? But anyway, so thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the support to the channel. But I get both because I'm trying to make this a neutral channel. Ashraf here. Thank you, JJ, for the support. Thank you for the big donation. Ashraf, again, I appreciate you. The business model for all these new owners in the last 10-15 years is strictly a commercial venture. And for them, if we win, it's a bonus, except City, whose intentions are completely different, sadly, for us. So you agree, JJ? You agree at the end, JJ? It's literally this. It's literally what people are saying.
All the clubs are behind City. Who did business that's really going to put you in serious contention to win the league? They don't care about winning the league. Tottenham only care about getting Champions League money. Arsenal only care about getting Champions League money. Man United don't really care. Do you know what I mean? Either way, the owners are taking dividends out of the club. Chelsea are in a mess. No one's serious. No one's serious. Yeah? But the thing is, yeah, all these top gooners that come after me will still be the same people at the start of every season buying Invincible merch. Why do you buy Invincible merch? I thought it's toxic and negative to want major honors, but you're buying merch affiliated with major honor because they don't want success now. Do you know what I'm saying? They just care about success in the past, bro. It's jarring, bro. I want success now. I didn't grow up seeing Arsenal like this. I grew up seeing Arsenal winning major honors. And when we didn't win, yeah, before social media, it was an outrage that we didn't win. And that was going up against Fergie, bro. Fergie, yeah? He ain't no bum manager. And they won 13, we won 3. And we were still outraged when we didn't win the league. Football's about winning, bro. That's it. But they want to make, nowadays, a lot of fans want to rewrite football. No, it's about vibes. It's about processes. It's about getting along a day out. Nah, bun all of that, man. Bun all of that. Because last season, yeah, why weren't this fan base angry that we were pushing for a title challenge? Because when I demand pushing for a title challenge, I'm negative. When last season,
so if you push for a title challenge, okay,
why
that's what I want to understand. If you beat Liverpool and you push for a title challenge at the end, all the way to the last game or two, right? Will you be happy at that time? At least happy.
What, pushing for a title challenge this season?
Yeah.
No.
But you aren't better than Man City and Liverpool.
We weren't, a lot of times we weren't better than Man United. Arguably we wasn't, but we got over the line. When Chelsea won the league with Conte, were they player for player better than Man City?
No, but they were, as a team, Antonio Conte destroyed the league. And you remember that. Antonio Conte destroyed the league.
No. By your logic, you said we're not better than Man City. Player for player.
And your manager isn't better than Pep. I'm being honest.
But that's not what you just said to me. You asked me, you just said to me, which I agree, we're not better than Man City. Player for
overall,
player,
including the manager as well, yes?
Okay, exactly. Which is why I don't back this system.
Do you think I'm fucking deluded? I'm going to sit here and tell you that Arteta is better than Pep. Whatever, I'm a fucking idiot.
Then you agree with me. This manager's got to go.
Okay, I said that. If
then you agree with me then.
I don't. because I
You
am
do. You
from
just said
outside. Yeah?
player and manager. We're not
Because
better.
I think from outside looking, I see what the board are trying to do. Unless you go out and get someone who is guaranteed you to win the league, I think he built
So
a
we shouldn't sack
team.
the manager, but you just sat there and said, "Oh, Arsenal fans like Northside and Lee got it wrong. This board want a project youth and don't want to win now. They want a manager that's going."
I did listen.
Why am I wrong?
I said you got it wrong because I didn't know that you agree with me about.
No, but
that
you
the
agree
board,
with me that the ownership,
the board,
their aim
the
is
board
not to win.
wants this. The board agree. The board that have, bro. I'm telling you, if you get four, you know what? It's gonna prove my point. Northside.
But you've disagreed with me, and now you're disagreeing with me. You've
if-
said, like me, that this board, their aim is to get a young manager with a young
It's
squad.
to
and
develop.
not
It's to
win the league.
progress. It's to progress slowly, not to win now. I can see it. It's obvious, Northside.
To
It's
progress
obvious.
when we can agree that this manager is not better than Pep and ain't gonna win while Pep is here.
And
We don't
there
know-
is no manager in the world that is better than Pep.
But that's cap because Conte won the league, even though he's not better. So it's still.
But
he's
that's
still
Pep's
able.
very
Klopp
season
is
at
not
that
better.
time. But that's
Hold on. You keep saying this, yeah. There's no manager
You
better.
literally just
than
said
Klopp
something.
than-
I'm
than
gonna
Pep.
respond to you.
No. Because you're
Okay.
wrong. Because you're wrong. Because
Hold
you're
on.
saying there's no manager better, as if you can't expect to win because there's no manager better. But
No,
there've been two
I
managers
never
that have
said
won.
that. I
There've
never
been two-
said that. I
You
never
said
said that. I never said that. See, don't put words in my mouth. I never
No,
said
you
that.
put words in my mouth. How about that? Because you're
Okay.
the one saying that
did-
I disagree, that I couldn't see what my ownership is doing. I
No,
told you
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I said you put words in my
I
mouth then.
literally got your point wrong because I thought that you think the owners think that Arteta is good enough to win now. So I apologize for this. 100%. I didn't
He
know
may
that.
not ever be good enough. Was Brendan Rodgers ever good enough?
Okay. So we
Was Ole ever
on
good
that-
enough? That's two
on
managers
that-
that came
on
second
that-
and never
on that-
progressed.
On that point, we are together. We are on this. My point is, I keep the same energy for all the managers. You regress, you get sacked. You regress, you get sacked.
No, you asked me if I'm Ten Hag again, and he regressed. So hold that.
No,
Alright.
all I'm
I
saying
asked you
is
this.
keep
I
saying
asked
that
you this
Pep-
because I wanted to get your
Pep
opinion,
is
but you know
Pep,
my
Pep is
opinion
Pep.
about Ten Hag. The guy's an idiot.
Even during the run of Pep, there's been managers, no, they have not dominated, but they're able to win. Yeah? Klopp was able to win a Premier League. Conte was able to win a Premier League. This manager ain't even able to win a Premier League. There are managers out there that may not dominate the league. Wenger didn't dominate. In the time of Fergie, didn't dominate, but he still delivered. This manager ain't even of that level. So why am I?
He isn't. So what you want is you want them to sign. You want them to sack Arteta. I just want to get what you want. So I agree with you. You want them to sack Arteta and get someone else in the club that will give you a better chance to win with this team.
With any team, whatever. It doesn't matter, but it's going to get me over the line. You asked me before, is if you get another manager right now with this team, will you win the league this season? I said no, because he's got a whole bench there that you cannot utilize. They're not good enough. But if you get a better manager with 640 million pounds, there's managers out there that can get a lot more using that amount of money and that amount of backing. Simeone will at least win at least one major honor, bro. He's won major honors at Spain where he's going up against two powerhouses in Barca and Real Madrid. I have more faith in that than a manager that's not proven.
My problem is that your standards are high, and I agree with you. They should be high. The problem is I believe that the club don't have the same standard as you.
But I'm not here to talk about the club. I'm here to talk about my opinion as a fan.
So 100%, 100%.
Staffy's club. Is their ownership about winning? But Staffy comes in to talk about what he wants as a fan. So why do we keep saying about your club wants to? I don't care what they want because they've had what they want and it ain't bringing me what I want. So I don't care. I know what they want. It doesn't align with my opinion of my club.
To be fair, I do want to say something. I don't like this whole thing that the Arsenal don't want to win. I thought when they signed Rice, everyone thought, okay, they're being serious. They want to win the league this year. When they signed, obviously, unfortunately, what's the defender's name that got injured? Julian Timber, when he got injured. Even when they went and spent big on Havertz. When we talk about this ownership, I just want to remind people of something, and Will know as an American, they have just won in all their franchises a trophy within the last 2 years. Their LA Rams won a Super Bowl. Their Avalanche won the hockey team won a Stanley Cup. The Denver Nuggets last season won the NBA title. The only team that didn't win anything from the teams that they own is Arsenal. So it's not like they're an organization that don't care for winning trophies. All other 3 teams that they own have won something. And it was, by the way, these are teams that not always win. Like the Denver Nuggets never win anything. They just invested big in them, and they put one of their players, Jokic, on the biggest contract in the league, and they
You know,
won.
the Rams have been absolute dog trash for like 2 decades.
The Rams have been a joke, and they won a championship the last couple of years. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's not that this is not an organization that doesn't win anything. The Cronkies like to win. They're an organization that likes to win trophies. Arsenal, I think, if I'm being very serious, and this is actually might piss off a few people, I actually think that they are backing Arteta 100% because they think he's good enough to win them something. But I don't think they understand enough about football to know that, okay, what he's doing is probably not the best. And if you listen, you can say I'm using Google all I want. I live in the US, you dumb fuck. So when I tell you things like this is because I actually watch it. Everyone who tells me to go watch the NBA and the NFL, well, there you go. I just gave you info you didn't know. But because you don't like it and it doesn't fit your narrative, you were going to sit here and say I'm using Google. I'm just using logic. And this is for once me actually saying something positive about your club. So stop crying when I tell you your organization wins something. It just didn't win anything with Arsenal.
Want him to use Google? Wouldn't you want him to tell you the truth? Like,
I just know, bro.
Google is very good, actually. I use Google all the time.
Yeah, would you
Google
rather
is your
have
friend.
Hamza sitting here pulling, waffles out of his buttocks, or would you rather actually have him tell you something that's actually true?
Bro, instead of thanking me, I'm here educating you about things you didn't know.
By the way. I love waffles too.
Big up, Hamza. But I'm here educating you about things you didn't know. The average Arsenal fan doesn't know that his ownership has won 3 trophies in the last 2 years, since 2022. These are trophies are as recent as 2022, 2023. So the Cronkies are actually, I'm being so serious when I say I think the Cronkies are seriously investing in Arsenal. But it's the way you're investing the money. I don't think spending 100 million on Rice shows a lack of investment. Maybe it doesn't show the best investment when you're spending 70 million or 60 million, whatever it is, on Havertz. The money was clearly there. You just spent it the wrong way. And before anyone says I say the same, I just say this about Arsenal. I said the same thing about my club, by the way. I said we misinvested that money in Mount. We should have invested somewhere else. So that's the thing. It's probably really injured.
It's gonna save the season.
I'm not laughing at someone's injury. I swear, because this is bad. I'm just laughing because I remember I sat here with Saad, and Saad, I kept telling Saad, Habibi, I don't consider Partey part of Arsenal again, because even if he comes back, he will be injured again. This has been proven before. And they said, no, he isn't. And this is it. Like, I'm not laughing. I'm sorry that Partey's injured, and I'm sorry for Arsenal fans that put all their hopes on Partey. But you did this for yourself. You literally did. Because the guy has been injured for a while, right? And he isn't coming back. He is still recovering. He has a setback. He's not injured again. He just had a setback. The problem, they recruited Declan Rice, and I think he's all right to replace Thomas Partey. But listen, we gotta do this. Rishi saying, I'm a Liverpool fan, but Northside, you are still have better chance to compete within Man City. What? You're a Liverpool fan and saying this. You think, Rishi, thank you for the super chat, but you think that from this point, at this point, we're sitting here, Arsenal have a bigger chance of winning the league than Liverpool. That's so much cap. It's unbelievable. How? I'm almost close to saying Liverpool are favorites to win the league or have the same chance as Man City. And you're sending a super chat saying that Arsenal, don't gaslight them. Is that the right term? Gaslight them?
But this is why Northside says this stuff that he says, because this is literally the opposite of his opinion. So how can people say this, but when he says the opposite, it's wrong? This is literally why people like Northside
really
exists.
think that Arsenal have a bigger chance of competing against Man City than Liverpool at this, after watching 22 games of this Liverpool and 22 games of this Arsenal. You think that? Oh, that's crazy, bro. If anybody thinks that, I think that's absolutely.
That's crazy that you're saying that, Mo, because you defend this manager a lot.
You don't understand the way I defend the manager isn't because I want to win, because I actually, okay, you're not going to like what I say. I think your standards for Arsenal are way higher than my standards for Arsenal.
Because he's an Arsenal fan. Unless you
exactly, which is I really like. The way you think I admire, like, and because I think exactly the same for my club. Exactly the same. When we were getting top fours and not getting top fours, and that was the aim, I said, this is garbage, this is trash, you aren't doing this. And at the end, the club invested and we won. at the end, right? My point is, I feel like the Arsenal board, and I disagree with Staffy, are disconnected from what the fans think the club are. I think Arsenal are happy with the progress, the slow progress. I think the board, the first time I said that, when he sat at the press conferences and started saying that we're a happy family. And I'm like, I know, and he doesn't look like Arteta has pressure on him. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. So for me, I think yes, they want to win, but they aren't like, because if they wanted to win that much, we would have said that he's under pressure, would have heard anything, and we're not hearing anything. I think if you get top 4, they're gonna keep him. So I'm like, yeah, based on what the board wants, and to be honest with you, based on how this project is going, youth project, you didn't go on. Listen, in the same time that Liverpool, Man City, and Real Madrid were after Bellingham, you weren't after Bellingham. Does that make sense? I think the club wants this youth thing, and it's not because Bellingham is old, but you aren't after the superstars. Real Madrid and Man City after Haaland, you aren't after Haaland. Does that make sense?
I agree with you.
Like the way this Declan Rice signing has fooled people thinking that, yeah, Arsenal want to sign superstars. Declan Rice isn't a world star. He wasn't. He's at West Ham. He's not a world star. Does that make sense to you?
No,
you aren't going for the ready-made players. Even Declan Rice at 105, people are saying we paid 105 because he has the potential to be a superstar. Does that make sense to you?
You paid 105 because of the English tax, and he's 23.
Yeah, and because he has the potential and the English and all this stuff. But that's what I mean. Like, the board are behind Arteta in this project. Some Arsenal fans are happy with it. They are, yeah, we win when we win. You know what I mean? If we compete, I'm happy with it. I'm enjoying the journey. You just want the journey to end with win, which is completely different standards. Maybe because you saw your club win trophies and you think that the club needs to win trophies today.
No, but you just said something. I'm
gonna give you the difference between Will and some Spurs fans, right?
Yeah, go on.
Will sat on the channel and said, well, next season you will have your third window. I'm expecting you to challenge for the title. Within that window after, I'm expecting you to be a real title contender. If not, sack you. Will said that. Other Spurs fans said, within 3-4 years, I'm happy with the journey. Because I believe this is going somewhere within 4-3. Will thinks like you. He's like, you have been here. You will be backed. If you're backed 3 windows, I'm expecting you to literally challenge for the title, not be 10 points, 15 points. Didn't you say that, Will?
Yeah. Yep.
And he said the year after, I'm expecting you to go for the title.
To win it.
Like, go. If you don't win, you failed. Out. Get out.
But
that's why
you just said something. You just said something. I agree. You know, you said about your club, you have my kind of expectations for your club.
Yes.
Are your expectations of a level that your club has never reached?
No.
Exactly. So I've not even mentioned Champions League. I've just mentioned winning the Premier League. Yeah. So no one can say this is levels that Arsenal have never reached in their history. I haven't even mentioned winning the Champions League yet. So why should you, as an Inter Milan fan that have won the treble, that have won the Champions League, won your league, not expect your club to go to the level that they were before? Yeah, because you've done it before. So why can't you? Yeah, I'm expecting my club to go to the level that I started supporting them at, minimum. And I should have that expectation because we met that expectation before 2004. We were meeting that expectation. So it's not unrealistic. When people say it's unrealistic, it's because they can see that the way that my club is being run, it's not good enough to compete with the top dogs. That's why. So they can't tell me it's unrealistic to want a major honor, but then they told me to trust the process with Arteta. So what is it? Because Arteta's job, whether you put it on him to win a major honor now or in the future, eventually his task is to win a major honor. So they can't escape that. The task of a manager is to win major honors. That's the task, especially at a big club. It is to win major honors. So they can run away from it. They've run away from it for 4 years, but eventually your manager has to deliver. So eventually you will have to come to my way of thinking, because eventually what are you going to give him? How many years? 15 years and he's still building? Eventually he has to deliver. So this is prolonging the inevitable. Because they got a time with Ole, he was backed, needed to deliver. Lampard, he was back, needed to deliver. Brendan Rodgers got second, needed to deliver. And this facade of, oh, because your manager got second, bro, Brendan Rodgers got second. Did he get any higher after that? No. He went to other clubs. Was he impressive? Not every manager. Ole got second one season. So this whole thing about, oh, you got second, it's not as simple as that. Doesn't mean that all of a sudden your manager, Poch, how many times did he come second? Did he now get Spurs over the line? People think it's a progression like this with players and managers, like this. And it's not always the case. Some players are amazing at academy level. They get to professional football and all of a sudden in the big leagues and they dip. Other players like Drogba, in their latter stages of their career, then they go up. And this whole thing of football that's, oh, but you're on the cusp and you're doing that, doesn't necessarily mean that manager or player now is going to get to the world-class level, bro. Because a lot of them don't. It's very few that get to the elite level. So this is what I don't understand. They keep referencing last season. How many seasons was Poch competing? How many seasons he went to the Champions League final? Did he push him over the line? No, he didn't. And he's one of many, bro. So I'm not seeing anything from this manager to say he's getting to the next level. Ten Hag was looking amazing last season.
But Poch wasn't back. Arteta's been back. Like, Arteta doesn't even have Pochettino's excuse of going 3 transfer windows without signing anyone.
Right? No, I agree, but so was Lampard. Lampard was back. Ole was backed. These managers were still backed, but they still weren't good enough. Were for
sure. But Pochettino's not in that bracket, especially at his first time as Spurs, because Poch wasn't backed. Redknapp wasn't backed. Right? The managers that have had success in the last 20 years for Tottenham, or what you would call success, what some fans call success, weren't backed. Right? Redknapp had Gareth Bale ripped out from underneath him, Modric ripped out from underneath him. Like these weren't backed by Daniel Levy. The managers,
but whether they're backed or not, we've seen how much money did Lampard get? He had a youthful team. He got backed loads of money. Was he good enough to push on the club?
To be honest, he had that transfer ban his first year.
It's not set in stone, because you still have to be able to manage. It's not just about money. And this whole idea of football, oh, because Arteta, he's pushing you forward, and no, he's not. He got second. What have we done since then? Ten Hag got Man United in a good place last season. Has he pushed on from there? So it's not set in stone. This manager ain't good enough. The football's gone backwards. The recruitment's gone backwards. The squad has gone backwards. The development of players have gone backwards. What is there for me?
So what if he? So what if he challenges this year?
That's not good enough.
He already told you that, Mo. Come on.
No, fans
because he said that will come backwards. What if he comes second, for example, and then challenges Man City?
Mo, the only way for him to go forward from last season is to win the league.
No, I disagree with this, but fine.
How, Mo? You finished second.
I can explain. I can explain. Last season, at game week 32, we knew that Arsenal capitulated and lost the league. We knew that for a fact. Man City, literally, in the last 2 games of the season, I think they lost. And they still won the league because we knew that they won the league at that point. If Arteta, I don't like the football that I'm seeing. Arsenal last year, I used to be entertained. So that's absolutely, I entertained that. If Arsenal improve from this point towards the end of the season and challenge until the last game of the season, like they lose it at the cut, or they win it, lose or win at that time, right? If you go until the last game of the season, I would say that's an improvement. If you go to a quarterfinal of the Champions League, lose to Real Madrid or lose to Bayern Munich in a small margin, not get humiliated, or go to a semi-final, or even go to a final, I think that's improvement. But, however, and I'm going to say, I think that's why I say that's improvement. You winning the league is different. You winning the league is getting over the line. I said that many times before, right? Staffy, here's the thing. If Arsenal fans think, and if the Arsenal board think that we sack Arteta if he doesn't win this year and get a new manager, and this manager is going to be able to work with these players, and he's going to do better than Arteta, that means he's going to win the league. Me looking from outside, I'm all for this. I will be this for my club. If Simeone, if we win the league this year, right, and we don't win the Champions League, and they give me a new manager that will win me the league and the Champions League, sack the guy. I don't give a fuck. I support the club. I don't support people, right? That's the thing. But will Arsenal do this? That's the question. If he progresses based on my point of view, I don't think they will, because I think they will gonna get a manager. And this manager is going to say, yo, no, I need more players. I need this and that. That's my point about Arteta. But I don't think that Arteta is the guy to actually beat Pep. I don't. I just don't see it.
But Mo, do you know how to put a hole in their argument? Yeah.
Go hold him. Question
no,
mark.
Give him more time. If he's pushing, if he's pushing and putting the pressure on.
Yes.
Arsenal fans were never outraged when Brendan Rodgers got sacked. They never said it was an outrage. When Poch got sacked, they never were outraged. When Ole got sacked, they weren't outraged. These are all managers, yeah, that were backed, and then they pushed, but they didn't get over the line. So by that logic, if they keep that standard for other rivals, that is the standard. They can't tell me for rivals, if your manager is putting on the pressure and finishing second and pushing Man City the whole way or finishing second, is good enough, is justifiable enough for your clubs to get rid of that manager. Why is it not the same for Arteta? Is that not a double standard? That's a double standard. They weren't outraged when those managers got sacked. So why are they going to be outraged if Arteta just keeps putting on the pressure but doesn't deliver? What's the logic? Please explain to me. What's the difference?
I think when Brendan Rodgers lost the league, he didn't get sacked. He sacked the year after, didn't he? Wasn't he sacked the year after when he was doing terrible in the league in the first 5, 6, 7 games? I've never seen a manager that I've never seen a manager that gets sacked in the second when he comes second or something. But listen, I don't want to like. Who is there a manager that got second that got sacked, Staffy?
I'm pretty sure if I use Google right now, which people criticized me for
please
earlier.
use Google to correct me because I might be wrong. Because I believe Brendan Rodgers sacked after some games, and I believe
I'm pretty sure someone got sacked to finish second.
No, but not, maybe not in the recent, in the recent history. You think in the recent? Okay, they got sacked. Not like they finished second in the league, and they got.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone
like right away in the summer. In the summer,
I
don't know that person. I don't know that person, but maybe someone that gets second and gets sacked in the summer. I don't know. Unless there is like different problems. You know what I mean? Like someone that caused problems. You know what I mean? Like someone that asked for something like I actually don't know if someone got second and got sacked. Maybe I'm wrong. But maybe in the recent history, I don't see it. I didn't see it. Unless they get sacked after like 6, 7, 5 games, like Thomas Tuchel when they were losing games and he was losing the Champions League. Brendan Rodgers was the same. Oli was the same when he got Ragnick. Maybe that. But anyway, let me do the super chats because we need to end this. JG Ashraf is saying, we respect you, Northside, and your love for Arsenal. I'm a season ticket holder since 99. It hurts to see us not winning, just the way we portray is different. Yeah, thank you, Ashraf. Thank you, JJ, for the support, for the super chat. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much for your support of the channel, as always. Viral saying, I was talking the same day he is on to have a different perspective on what he's saying, because other than you, no one will confront him. You're talking about me.
What are you talking about?
That's his earlier super chat when he said you got to bring on someone who has an opposite opinion of Northside.
I know we did that before. Northside was here with Saad, was here with Martin. No, that's not.
He probably doesn't watch your match reactions, bro. If you watch Mo's match reactions, there's like 100 Arsenal fans here. So
and they all like challenge each other.
I was on a show with Northside and 2 other Arsenal fans at one point in time.
Yeah, so Viral, just keep. That's why you turn on the notification bell. Turn on the notification bell.
Watch more Mo TV.
Mo TV. Watch more Mo TV to know. But yeah, we had Northside with other people here on this channel. Akil is saying Liverpool has consistently over the last 5 years done more than us, than Arsenal. Logic dictates that they are the next best to Man City. We are currently an outlier. Akil is an Arsenal fan. Yeah, I agree with that. You're definitely the outlier here because Liverpool have been very, very consistent. And we know that they have a manager that can get them over the line. So yes, I agree with you. Lex is saying first impression, Mo sound. Now he just waffles. I did my job. I absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, did my job. You saw both ways. You saw that I'm sound and I waffle. So I did your job. I hope that you're entertained.
Go watch the NFL.
big up Lex. I know Lex. Big up Lex.
Go watch the NFL, Lex.
Yeah, don't use Google though.
Don't use Google.
Here is the scenario: Liverpool lose to Arsenal, Man City draw with Liverpool. Arsenal back in it, Rishi. Back in it. Here is the problem, though. And I'm not going to speak for Northside. Do you believe that Arsenal, Rishi, that's a question to you, Rishi. Do you believe that Arsenal, at that point, they will be level on points with Liverpool and City? Do you believe at that time there's 10 games left? Do you believe Arsenal will win the league or can win the league or have a chance of winning the league? That's a question to people in the chat, people. If Arsenal are level on points with Liverpool and Manchester City, 10 games left, which is after the Man City and Liverpool game. Do you guys believe that Arsenal can win the league? It's a yes or no question. Yes or no question. Do you believe Arsenal can win the league?
I don't. No.
You don't. I know you don't. I know you don't.
I don't think Spurs can win the league.
Everybody has a chance, but you know what I'm talking about, people. Do you believe Arsenal can win the league at this time? Elias is saying, Mo, you should do Northside and Stefan. I don't know who Stefan is. Does anybody know? Who is Stefan?
So Stefan is a Arsenal fan that comes on our channel for North London is ours every Thursday at 8:30 UK time. Short little shameless plug there. But he's a very interesting Arsenal fan. So
I'd love to. Listen, set it up. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll set it up.
Stefan,
Mari, if you're watching, schedule.
Oh, Rishi's saying that's the question to you. In that point, I believe Mo's answer, I believe Arsenal have a chance to win the league, and not a slim chance. At that time, if Arsenal are level on points with Man City and Liverpool in the last 10 games, I believe Arsenal can win the league. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by that. If Aston Villa are in the same points like Liverpool and Man City and 10 games left, I'll tell you Aston Villa have zero chance of winning the league. So you get my point here. You get my point.
What if it was Tottenham?
Very tricky. I actually don't know. I'll be honest and say I don't know.
So you think Arsenal have a better squad than Tottenham?
No, I think if Arsenal reach that point, with
if Spurs also reach
hold
that
on.
point.
So, yes, I'm gonna answer. The reason why I say Arsenal have a chance, and I'm hesitant about Spurs, because I think at that time Arsenal have a lot of motivation to win the league. A lot of motivation. I actually think that Spurs are still in that. If you are there, I think you will be. If we win it, we win it. If we don't, we don't. You're still going to play the same football. You aren't going to be more cautious, for example. Does that make sense to you? Do you get what I'm saying? You aren't going to be like, Ange Postecoglou isn't going to change the way he plays because he's in level on points with 10 games left. Arteta might be more cautious at that time. So he might pay more attention to points. That's what I believe.
What percentage out of 100 would you give it?
Liverpool and Man City and Arsenal same on points in the last 10 games of the season. Man City 50, Liverpool 30, Arsenal 20.
He's using Google.
I am using Google. My hands are here. I'm using a calculator.
Thank you, Mo. on that 20%, that's exactly why I want this manager sacked.
But I believe any manager, if he comes to this point, I believe.
Look at him. I believe any manager.
I believe any manager, if he comes against Pepper Klopp in this league at this level, I'll give him 20-25% max.
No,
I don't know if there's any more super chats to do.
Go on.
No, there's none. Anyway, listen, people.
But you do know more.
One more, Lex. Motivation can't help you if you're bad, Mo. But that's what I believe. I actually don't believe Arsenal are. Okay, do you guys want the truth? Man United are bad. Chelsea, bad. Arsenal aren't bad. Spurs aren't bad. You watch Spurs, you feel like it's a good team. You watch Arsenal, you don't feel like it's the same scintillating Arsenal like last year, but you don't watch them and say, yeah, you're bad. You're a bad team. They aren't a bad team. Like, that's the thing.
They're just not as good as they were last season.
Yeah, but they aren't like bad. You know what I mean? Like, they're bad. You know what I mean? Like Gabriel Jesus doing flicks and tricks. That's not a bad player. It's not what you want, but shit, Mo is the same. Anyway, Listen, people, Allah, you guys are trolls in the chat. But listen, this is a
It's only
top-notch
Arsenal
show.
fans. I don't understand. Like I could not be an Arsenal content creator. I just couldn't. Their fan base, and I like guys like TJ. I like guys like Northside. I even like Kobbie and Kunle. I think these guys are great guys, right? Talk to them. We have WhatsApp chats. We, banter each other. We have a good time, right? I could not be a content creator for your fan base because
Why?
they cry so hard. Like, not only just against their own fans, like, you just go look at the comment section of a Lee Gunner video or a Northside video. Just go look at the comments. Go look at the comments of this video right now when all the Arsenal, Mo, you let Will talk about how much we cry, and they'll cry in the comments about me saying they cry in the comments. Like, literally,
Look, they're already crying about you telling them that they're crying.
Yeah, they're doing it right now. Shut up,
Bro.
Will. You're a Spurs fan. Win a trophy. Watch football. Watch basketball. But that's
Hey, listen, there's a lot of basketball on
drive me
tonight.
nuts.
Make sure you watch basketball.
It would drive me nuts.
It's hard. It's hard. I can't lie. It's not easy, bro. It ain't easy because you feel like you're up against a losing battle. But it is what it is, man. Do you know what? Yeah, you know when they were doing the emergency streams, we lost like 3 games. I didn't see none of these Philly stuff put in my chat. Yeah, as soon as we win a game, oh, you're in the mud, you're in the mount, you're in the. Do you remember the Undertaker when he would just go up like that? That's how they
them.
come up like that. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you're in the mud. What did I say? Do you know what I mean? What was she saying? I was like, bro, you man were doing emergency streams. You man weren't in my chat. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
But no,
Listen, this
debating
Mark
isn't
guy's been
crying.
running up
And
his
in
mouth
fact,
the whole chat.
I love debating. Debating isn't crying. Having an
You actually did a couple of streams with Martin, if I'm not mistaken. You know Martin.
I don't know. For me, he's been running up his mouth in the whole chat. Yeah. At the end of the day, end of the season, I'd love to do a stream with him because at the end of the season, I don't.
You remember Martin? He did a stream with you. You remember?
I don't remember him. I don't remember him. But what I'm saying is, yeah, end of the season, yeah, that's cool. Let's talk because end of the season, all this abuse all goes away. Everything goes away.
I don't think anybody abused you. I don't get it. This chat, I don't think anybody abused anybody in this channel. Maybe
He's not talking about right now, Mo. He's talking about in general, bro. Do you not see the hate that he gets in general?
But he's talking to the people here now, and he's telling them you abuse.
I mean, he's on the platform here. Most of these people probably go to his channel or other channels to say Northside is negative, Northside is this, Northside is that. Is this just the nature of what we do with Mo? This is what we deal with every day. Like yesterday, as I said, yesterday United are winning, and all of a sudden people come to my comments. Ten Hag in ? Rashford apology ? Bro, where was that when we were losing? Literally 2 minutes ago when we were losing, no one said that. Why'd you wait for
the wait?
Look, Staffy, they get so angry. Northside, it's because you're a no one. Just Lee Gunner's sidekick, pipe town. Okay, cool. Then why are you watching? Because my face is on the thumbnail, so you didn't have to click. You know what I'm saying? And for my channel,
he's watching me. He's watching me. Why do you think he's watching you? He's watching me.
No. You just spent 2 hours. You just spent 2 hours of your life watching a content creator that you don't rate. That is the issue.
So maybe he likes
you think
me,
I do that?
What do you want the viewer not to be on my?
That's not what I said, Mo. Don't do that. Don't do that. No one said that. Everyone is welcome to watch footage Mo. You know what I do, bro? You know what I do when I see a show and I see a content creator I don't like? I skip the video. I don't go into the chat, let them know that they're this, and that, and then bitch for 2 hours after I still watch the show anyways. Thank you for the watch hours, because Mo's watch hours went like this right now because you just spent 2 hours to criticize Northside. So we really appreciate it. But next time, my advice to you, if you see anyone on a panel that you don't rate, you can skip the video. It's very
What I always love too, because it's different. This is a closed panel show. Not everybody in the mode long. Come on. But the show that I usually
I disagree with you, Staffy. I actually think that this is the wrong approach.
Mo, if you watch something that you don't like, don't watch.
Listen, I do watch people. Listen, I watch shows when they have different opinions than me. I watch shows. So I actually think it's not because of my channel. I would tell people on your channel, even if you don't like stuff, at the end you're watching to be entertained, to challenge the opinion.
If you're not entertained, don't watch, Mo. That's the point.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much to do in life other than to sit on YouTube and watch someone that you don't like. There's people that subscribe.
No, you can. No, but hold on. What do you mean you don't like? What do you mean you don't like?
If I watch, I'm gonna use you as an example. If I tune into footage Mo, what is Mo saying? This is my first time watching it. Okay, I don't know who Mo is. I watch Mo. Yeah, his opinion is rubbish. Unsubscribe. That's what I would do. But if I watch you and I'm like, you know what? I don't really agree
So
with you,
hold
but
on.
I like
So you want people?
the
I'm sorry, Staffy. You want people to only watch the people they agree with.
That's not what I said. You could like what the person's content
No,
is.
no, no, no.
If
no,
you
no,
don't
no.
like, actually, listen to me.
Yeah,
If I
and
don't like
I'm
your
just,
content,
go ahead.
if I don't like your content, what is the easier thing to do?
No,
To not
who
watch?
said? Who said you don't?
Actually, listen
See,
to
you
me.
don't. No, no, no. But you're
You're
saying it
not
wrong.
letting me finish.
You are saying
I'm
it
not
wrong.
saying it wrong.
What do you mean you
Listen
don't like
to
the
me.
content? You might not like the opinion, but what does that have to do with the content?
Yeah, but
You're
after
never-
you've got one comment of saying that you don't like it, then shut up, innit? If if it rattles you that much, then log off. They get rattled and they continue to keep. Oh, why are you saying it? If it rattles them so much, why do they keep continue? Oh, we don't like your take. Okay, I heard it once. Cool, it's boring now. Cool, I'm still gonna say what I got to say.
Okay,
if
so-
it's rattling you that much, go.
I actually
Go,
think
let me
you guys
try
are
to explain it for you,
wrong.
Mo. Let me
What-
try to break it down for you.
Mo,
Like,
Completely wrong.
I'm
Hold on.
Because
afraid
I
for you
used
if
to
you watch
sit-
people you don't
I
like.
used to watch people that I don't like their opinion completely and keep challenging them in the comment.
No, but
Look,
that's
I
not
don't like- look,
challenging.
that's
The
the
guy's
whole
saying,
point.
I don't rate, bro. But these people don't challenge your opinion. People like him say, like, oh, you're a nobody. You're never gonna, like the guy that was on the Lahwa yesterday. Oh, you guys are never gonna make it in YouTube. Why are you watching us? You spent $2 to let me know that I'm never gonna be a YouTuber, and all of us. Why did you even spend your money doing that? Just turn off the stream, bro. Don't watch. That's not challenging your opinion. That's just you sitting there trying to hate while someone is doing content. It's sad because you sat there and watched the whole stream just to tell them, oh, by the way, yeah, you're never going to be good at YouTube. Bro, I couldn't give a fuck what you think. You really think your $2 convinced me? Let me shut down my channel right now. Fuck, someone paid $2 to tell me I'll never make it in YouTube. Mom, my YouTube channel is down now. I have free time. You want to go out for lunch? Bro, piss off. No one cares what you think. I legit couldn't
I
care
always
what
love
you
it.
think, bro.
But see, Staffy's got a point, and Mo has a point too. But there's a difference. There's a difference here, and I think the difference needs to be explained. And I want the people in the audience to understand this as well. I like it when the audience challenges me. I feed off of it. You guys give me energy, right? So thank you for that. But then there's some people that are given like hate. There's a difference between, oh, you silly Spurs fan, win a trophy, and you piece of crap, you suck, you're never gonna be a nobody. Like there's a difference between those two things. It's like I think Igal has some really crazy football opinions. And I don't really watch a whole lot of Igal on Igal's channel. Sorry, Igal. But because it's not the same Igal as when he's on other people's channel. But I like to watch Igal on other people's channel because it's like, you know, how many clickbait, how many clips
When he gets challenged, it's different.
Yeah, because it's entertaining, right?
Exactly.
Even though I don't like, but
Even you disagree with his opinion, right? You completely disagree with his opinion.
What Staffy's saying is these people are basically not finding it entertaining. They just come
They
on.
just want to abuse
hate.
you, bro.
Yeah,
they just want to abuse you. Let me sit in most channel to abuse him to let him know that he's a shit content creator. That's not me challenging you. This is me wasting 2 hours of my life just to let a content creator know that I don't rate him. You got the difference now. That's the difference, bro.
I actually have to challenge it. I actually think
You love challenging anything I say, bro. Go ahead.
I am.
Wallahi, just go ahead.
I'm what?
Watch.
You love to challenge anything I say. So
No, because I actually think. Do you think that people, calling someone that don't know football, and you don't know anything about football, and you go watch basketball or whatever, right? Don't you think that's fun? Banter is fun. Don't you think what Neil Mopay mocking Madison is fun? I disagree with it sometimes, but don't you think that me, for example, if Will says something I disagree with, and I'm in the comment like, Will, you are deluded. You have no idea about football. Your takes are shit. Don't you think that's fun?
No,
I think it's
really, guys. You don't think that's fun? That's a little bit.
It's on certain days it's not, but I'll tell you something. It is fun when I have
go on
people.
Gal's channel and be like, Gal, you're a piece of shit.
You're deluded.
Go. There's a difference between saying somebody's delusional. Like, I don't mind if people say I'm delusional, right? Because first of all, most people don't even know what that word means. They use it completely out of context. And then two, but I would never say, I would never tell a gal, go watch ice hockey, you Canadian. You don't know, you have no ball knowledge. Like, I wouldn't disrespect in that way.
Ultimately, I think, look, ultimately, a lot of people say things online, and I accepted this when I
don't accept disrespect and personal disrespect.
And Mo, you know that happens. You know that happens. The disrespect does happen.
And we block it here. Have you seen one comment disrespectful to a person?
No. I'm just saying, bro. I honestly, just accepted it that it comes with the job, like, you know what I mean? It comes with the territory. Like, at the end of the day, people will say whatever they want, you know what I mean? And they'll say things to you in real life they'll never say to your face. It's one thing challenging an opinion, do you know what I mean? And a lot of times through my comments now, I just don't go through it too much, because a lot of times, bro, like, It's just whatever. Certain days, like everyone's human. Certain days, you just can't bother to deal with it. So I just won't go through the chat on my channel. That's how I do it. Some days I just don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? I'm here to give my opinion, not here to accept abuse. Like at the end of the day, challenge my opinion all day. If I didn't like someone to challenge my opinion, I wouldn't have Fuad on my channel that is completely like a gal. I wouldn't have a gal. I wouldn't invite people on that have a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, bro. At the end of the day, I can't lie. I came into this YouTube thing knowing that there's abuse, bro. Certain things go too far. I can't lie. And Mo, you can't act like there aren't comments like that. That's all I'm saying.
Some, to be honest,
put that comment back up.
This is
No, run as a troll.
Run as a troll, bro. It's troll.
Yeah, run as a troll. I know.
Hold on, but Rana, you're telling us we don't know anything about football, and you're putting that gym picture up, my man. You need to drink some protein powder.
Anyway, look, this was absolutely fantastic stream. To be honest, I didn't expect this to go long.
Runner got trolled.
Yes,
I'm just teasing Rana, by the way.
Thanks for everybody supporting the channel. Of course, donations and doing all of this. I just want to say that, listen, you can disagree with the opinion as much as you want. You just can't just insult a person, because at the end, people just don't realize that at the end, we're also people. Some people just don't realize this.
I'm not human. I'm a robot.
But listen, I clip up a lot of content creators, yeah, and
you ridicule them.
I don't stop
you laugh at them.
Yeah, I clip up a lot of people, so I also have accepted if people clip me up, yeah, or put me as a thumbnail, I can't. You know what I mean? You got to practice what you preach. At the end of the day, if they do it to me, all I say is thank you. Thank you for putting me in the eyes of other people. Free promotion. You know what I mean? Ultimately, I don't really care. If I really cared, I would crumble to other people's opinions. I stick by my opinion. Mo, you know, I met you. What did you say? I am the way I am online. Offline.
Same exact garbage. Exact same thing.
It's pucaria. It's not garbage. You gotta learn Portuguese.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
Well,
isn't it what it means?
But say it. You gotta say it in Portuguese now.
You gotta say it in Portuguese. It's not rude. If you say it in Portuguese, it's not rude.
No, it's not rude. But you know what? Yeah, if you're rattling people, sometimes if you make someone feel something, you're doing something. Because there's a lot of content creators that get monotone responses, bro. There's a lot of them, monotone. Yeah. So at the end of the day, if people don't like me, I'd rather you hate me. Because either way, yeah, I'm living in your head rent free because you feel something about me and you know who I am. So for everyone that says, oh, who are you? You know who I am. I don't know who you are. Don't care. I don't know your name. Don't know what you look like. Irrelevant. You know what I mean? So whatever, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Every attention's good attention at the end of the day. I just say what I've got to say. If you want to take it as negative, take it as negative. I couldn't care less. I didn't make Northside LDN, yeah, to just it's not called chat LDN, is it? It's called Northside LDN, to give my opinion. So end of the day, don't like it. Couldn't care less. End of the day, you know who I am, innit? So cool. Is what it is. Let them get rattled.
I appreciate you people. And thank you for everybody. And listen, I wanted to tell you something. Staffy TV in the description, of course. Northside LDN. Please go subscribe to all of these people. And Tottenham away and Wolves. Tottenham away and Wolves still at 365. Everyone's channel is in the description. Yeah?
Stat Merchant TV. That's
Stat Merchant.
Stat Merchant TV.
Absolutely fantastic.
Snake Oil Salesman TV. Snake Oil Salesman TV broke today, by the way. So
actually, I like this show. It's absolutely brilliant. Thank you guys for giving me your time. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you for helping the channel. Thank you for everybody that supported the channel. Of course, that people that send super chats and people that actually supported the channel. Rishi, JJ. And the rest of them, I don't know where it went. I had all the names in front of me. But listen, people, this has been absolutely great. Stay here. We'll take you to the football terrace where Hussam with Terry is there. Just please type Mo Raid, Judge Mo Raid there. Thank you so much.
And don't forget to abuse them in the chat.
And abuse them in the chat. So Judge Mo Raid. And we're out of here, people. Thank you so much.
Don't use Google.
Don't use Google.